Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. Hearts are being broken. People are panicking yet again. Transfer season going round in circles as per usual. We're here to talk about all things surrounding the Koundé transfer, Zouma, probably Erling Haaland, probably Tammy Abraham as well from yesterday, and any other related transfer news as well. Big up everyone that's locked in. We got nearly 200 of you guys in from the start. Smash the like and subscribe button on your way in. And yeah, we're here to talk about all things surrounding the Koundé transfer and any other transfer rumors as well. You guys let us know in the comment section any other topics that you guys want us to discuss as well. And we'll chat all things Chelsea for, I say, the next hour and a half. We're here for 3 hours last time. So literally, we're just going to chat for as long as we can go on for. Big up everyone that's locked in, though. Wayne, how you been, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's all difficult. For once, I thought I'd dress up for you guys, so I put a t-shirt on. You know what I mean?
Boo! Boo!
Right, man.
I thought topless wanker and just go to bed for now, for today. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to talking. So obviously, I weren't here yesterday, so I got my 2 pence worth about the Koundé and stuff like that, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. So.
Yeah, let's go. Go AM. I can't believe you missed the Tammy Abraham debate as well. That was completely up your alley. But fair play to you for actually tuning in and checking out the rest afterwards, because not a lot of people do that. Big up yourself anyway. Tammy for 60 million is a madness, but here we are, innit? Josh, what are you telling me, bro?
What's up, guys? Yeah, doing good. Ready for the weekend, almost Friday. One more day to get through, but yeah, doing well. I agree. I think honestly, at this point, you get anything for Tammy, it's a bargain. But
we won't hear anything about Tammy for the next week or so because we still gotta wait for this Haaland deal to go through. Yeah. The rest is just all gonna be fucking rumors and just other clubs registering interest. But the more clubs that register interest, the more likely we can try and drop a bidding war after we get Erling Haaland through, which is what I want to see us try and do anyway. Jesters, what are you telling me, bro?
I'm all good. I wake up this morning, get my coffee, drink the coffee, and then I got to fill my coffee cup with the tears of a bunch of little children who don't understand how negotiations work. I mean, the face melting in Twitterverse and in the comments reminds me at the end of Indiana Jones when the people from Burnley, their face melt. You know, it's
people from Burnley.
Just don't let your face melt, people. It's all good. I'm here to tell you it is all good.
Are you talking about the Wayne Hennessy's? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, you know, the people we have to come up with a different name for them because you don't want to get demonetized. Yeah. So people from Burnley.
Oh man.
So since we're talking about the English team, English country, we have to slate English areas, right? Isn't that the rule?
I look at the panic on Twitter, and half the time I feel like it's just sensationalized. Like I don't even really believe it when it comes to some of the accounts because I feel like they're just doing it for the sake of clicks and a few likes. Because it's not the case that as soon as we get any sort of pushback on any negotiation, it means Chelsea are fucked up again. We're not getting this player. We have to go for another Plan B replacement or nothing like that. Yeah, we've been pushed back with the Koundé news, and okay, it's not going to be as easy as we initially thought it was going to be. 25 and Zouma was an absolute steal. We were all getting gassed over it. Clearly, Burnley know that that's not really the sort of deal that they want. Not Burnley, fuck's sake. I got my head. Who's it? Sevilla. Yeah, clearly Sevilla know that he's worth a lot more than that anyway. Fuck's sake, man. And now that they're trying to get more money through the door, and especially now they've had Brian Gill get sold for 25 million euros and Eric Lamela, they don't need money as much as they initially needed to. That and the fact that I think his former club Bordeaux get a 20 or 30% fee off his next transfer. It makes sense that they're going to ask for more anyway. Yeah. Like, it's just basic negotiations.
So they're saying what now? 38 million? Yeah. So yesterday reports were 30 million euros to 35 million euros. Well, 35 million euros is basically 30 million pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're not talking about hundreds of millions of dollars off or tens of millions of dollars off. We're talking about it'll come together in the middle. We'll probably end up paying around 33 million pounds plus Zouma for him. That's my guess. 33, 34 million pounds. Meet somewhere in the middle. And 30% of 34 million is, or 20% is like $6.8 million. So they still get their 25 million, and they were making the same deal for
Spurs.
Yeah, with Davidson Sanchez.
Davidson
Yeah, but wasn't that
Sanchez.
before the Gill deal went through?
It doesn't matter.
True.
It doesn't matter. That you put a deal out there, then people use that as a guideline. So they're open to
but scenarios change too. Now
Right,
they've got
but-
Brian Gill off their wage bill, and they've got an extra 25 million in. They don't need the money as much as they used to. They're still going to try and sell him, but now they're going to be a lot more stricter about it. They want more funds instead of a player deal.
Again, you're talking $4 or $5 million off.
Yeah.
$4-5 million. That'll get worked out. And again, you don't know
Probably has been
when
worked
this
out.
discussion was had
Yeah,
about.
right.
We don't
Exactly.
know. You don't know if the information that came out yesterday is how old is that information. You don't know the information that came out this morning. How old is that information? At what point are we actually at as of today? And what I'm telling you, it's further along than you think. We met with Koundé's rep in London, so that triggered this whole thing. And you just go back to see when we met with him. That'll tell you kind of the time frame we're working in. He is also Tchouaméni's representative, so I think that's going to be done. I think that we made a run at Rice this summer, but they weren't backing off what they wanted for him. They wouldn't take a player in exchange for a small enough amount of cash to get that done. So I think it's Tchouaméni. So it's going to be Kounde, Tchouaméni, Haaland, and Bettinelli for the third goalkeeping position. That's going to be our summer.
Yeah, 11 out of 10. I'll say I think the deal's probably close to being done, to be honest with you. The only reason I say that is because a guy like Fabrizio is talking about it, and he doesn't talk about deals unless they're at the door or about to be signed. Like, he's not a guy who kind of ponders on deals and sort of, oh, this might happen, this might not. Like, when he starts talking about stuff, that means it's either at the door or about to be signed. And like Jester said, the information that came out, we're probably getting it, several days, in the past of when it actually happened. If the amount was that little, maybe 3 to 5 million, that could have been sorted, a couple of days ago. So I do expect this deal to be done by probably the end of the week, if not beginning of next week. So I'm not really worried about the Kounde deal. I think that deal is pretty much as good as done from our point of view.
Yeah, big up Declared saying Simon Phillips Leighton News put his own spin on it. What do you mean by his own tweet that he put reporting as well? I'll get that up in a minute or two anyway. But my only thing surrounding this deal, because I do think it's one that will be done in the space of a week or two, I'm not really that worried about Kounde coming through the door. I think we've already progressed this far in negotiations that it looks pretty likely that this deal is going to go ahead. My only question is Kurt Zouma going to be involved in the deal or not? Because we could end up selling him first anyway. There are clubs that are interested, and it's not necessarily clear whether Sevilla are outright interested in bringing Kurt Zouma in as part of the deal anyway. It sounds like they prefer the funds first and foremost.
Well, they need a replacement center back, and Zouma, for all his experience at Chelsea, is only on 40K a week.
Oh yeah, the wages aren't a problem. I think it's more of, do they just want the money instead?
Well,
or is he even the right type of player for Sevilla?
That's something that they work out in the background. That's and remember, they did say that teams would try to hijack the Zouma deal.
Yeah, West Ham this morning.
I understand that some of this stuff could be put out by other teams just to make it wavy, so we get nervous and sell him off to them instead, because they get maybe get a discounted price. you don't ever think that whatever you hear is always 100% up to date and 100% correct. There's always a bit of nuance in everything. You cannot go through life with blinders on. You have to look at other reports. For whatever we want to say about Fabrizio, tap immersion, whatever, he usually doesn't put stuff out unless he's pretty dang sure it's going to happen. And he went in pretty heavily on this Koundé thing. So I would say just take a breath. It's going to be all right. You can get out of the fetal position, stop sucking your thumb, whatever you got to do, whatever you're doing now, rocking, get out of the rocking chair. You're going to be fine. Chelsea are going to get their targets, and we're going to do mad business this year. So just get ready for it. Get all that negativity out of your system. I don't know. Have a cleansing, have a brain muffin or something like that. I don't know. Do something.
Do you know what was nice? Tuesday and Wednesday this summer. Do you know what was nice? What? It was nice not hearing Chelsea fans moan or whinge or bitch about us not doing anything. Maybe definitely Tuesday, but part of Wednesday. It was nice and just to concentrate on getting a new player in. It was just nice, and I'll finish because I know you want to go to go and think. It was just nice not to hear them, and now it's like any piece of negative news. It's just the world is ending. Our club is in crisis. 2017 all over again. Back to cool. But
isn't that just so Chelsea though?
I know, but I hadn't seen it until this year. Do you know what I mean? It was like because last couple of summers it's not been, or last 3 summers it's not been like that. Do you know what I mean? I hadn't seen it till this year. I laughed and mocked other clubs then. At least our fan base doesn't do that. And
you don't remember 2019? 2019 was horrendous.
That was sort of different though, because we had a transfer ban, didn't we?
No. 2020 was the transfer ban, and that looked like our best window in years.
No. 2019 was the transfer ban. 2020 was Werner and Havertz last year. Oh,
I'm talking about 2018. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, really? I didn't notice then.
2018 was horrendous. We were trying to go for Alisson for months for 70 million. It didn't work, and then we sold Courtois with a week left of the transfer window. Then brought in Kepa for the same fee that we were going to bid with Alisson for.
Yeah.
And then Kovacic just popped in out of nowhere as part of
I sorry, Liz, I credit you then because I probably wasn't that active in 2018, so I saved myself.
More benefit to you. You didn't have to be involved with that shit. That was toxic as hell. Big up Go AM with the donation saying through the players' mentality, though the players' mentality and Thomas Tuchel's tactics deserve credit, it is now clear that the real key to Chelsea's Champions League victory was Pappy not touching the pitch. Go AM, man. Come on, let's credit his performance against Rennes. No one's forgetting that banging goal in the group stage. And also his personality on the bench and all of that. But big up yourself anyway.
When he goes going, you've got to tell us the real reason you dislike Tammy Abraham so much. You've got to tell us the real reason.
But on the bright side of that discussion, Broja looks like the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
He's fast, can hold up the ball. Everything they said that this is what Tammy is.
He looks physical.
He does. He looks like he's going to be. He doesn't fall over like a baby deer on a pond that's been iced over.
The announcers during the game are calling him a young Giroud.
Oh, yeah, they were calling him a young Giroud, but home dude is fast,
quicker.
man.
Yeah, he's much quicker.
He's definitely been working with him in training.
The thing is, as I say, the reason why he is that good, right, and like strong wise, was because the area he was brought up on. Because it's no joke, the area he's been brought up on, for his like nationality, were hard work.
Yeah.
So when he's playing football and everything, he used to get taken the piss out of a lot, and used to get bullied a lot. So he had to toughen up, and he had to show his bottle early age. So that's why he's like he is. Because in Slough, it's no joke. No joke.
Well,
but
what
I
I
was
was
going to say about Koundé, because obviously...
Wait, say that again, what?
I want to talk about quickly about Koundé thing, because obviously you lot were saying about it, and I've not been here yesterday. But my thought of Koundé is the fan base needs to sort their eyes up, because they've been begging Chelsea to sort themselves and get quality players, not just players that are going to be bench warmers or not worthy to wear the Chelsea shirt. And we're finally doing that, and they're moaning like hell. And Koundé is a perfect example of a Chelsea player that they've made perfectly clear he's worth wearing that Chelsea shirt and he's worth playing for Chelsea. So they've made a great deal there. Got Haaland, hope should be coming in soon as well. The only problem we've got is that defensive midfielder. If we get too many, we're heads on sorted.
I think it's looking more and more likely. And I think it's looking more and more likely. And the beautiful thing is he now looks more like our number one investment than Declan Rice, which is great news here as well. We're not burning money too.
Oh no, exactly. I mean,
so I'm happy to hear it.
It's all good. It's all good. I think maybe the reports about 10 days ago about us meeting Tchouameni's agent. Maybe it was to meet him, and maybe it was to meet Koundé as well. It's the same agent. Might as well. You know what? Why don't you use logic to instead of setting up separate meetings, just do it then?
I think both of them did go, or were discussed. We're way too efficient as a club, and people need to realize this. We're one of the top clubs in transfer business in the world.
900 million. We've made I just saw this yesterday, the stat. We have made 900 million pounds in player sales since I forgot the exact date, but that's 300 million more pounds than the next best team, which was Liverpool at 600 million. That's outgoing sales. 900 million pounds.
Lewis, can I just say something, right? There's 476 people of you watching. There's not even 100 likes. What are you doing? Smash that like button.
Saying it for me. What are you guys doing, man? Come on.
Smash
that like button, otherwise Erling Haaland
the support he deserves. Smash it, man. He's doing this daily.
Wayne got dressed up for you and everything.
If you don't smash that like button, guys, if you don't smash that like button, the top goes off. If you want the top to stay on, you've got to smash that like button.
Right, he's told you then. We just hit 149 out of nowhere. Big up all you.
You don't like it, you get the top of the stream. That's what's happening.
Come on.
So you better smash that
we're nearly at 200. Let's go. Love to see it. What are we on right now? 166.
So
let's see how quickly you hit 200 likes. Go on,
Koundé. So let's say we're going to stick to the back three. Does Koundé play right center back, or does he play center back?
I think he plays right center back. In my opinion, the back three in a big game would be Rudiger, Silva, and Koundé. But I do think AC is going to play a ton of games at center back this year because Thiago will get rotated a lot. So I think AC will definitely get his game time. And he may even get some game time at right center back when they rotate Koundé out. But I think the back three in the big games will be Rudiger, Silva, and Koundé. And that's no shot at AC because I think he's very quality. But I think Silva will get rotated so much this year that Christensen will play a lot at center back.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make this case for him at center back.
Okay.
Because just looking at the players who've played center back for us this summer, and I know it's just to get players on and have a look at them somewhat, but they've played a quick, more CM type, a person who can play the ball more forward thinking, with the ball at his feet as well as passing. So I think that Koundé might be used at center back and used to bring the ball out of the back to break presses. Because sometimes it's easier to dribble past the press, break the first line, and then pass the ball off than trying to pass through the first line. And
I've seen Rudiger do that a lot.
And having a center back to come right up the middle, which opens the whole pitch up, I think is a tactic that's going to be used. Plus, at some cases, he can be shifted into the midfield and become a CDM without having to change anything else. And then Jorginho and Kounde would become more of defensive-minded eights than attacking sixes. So, if that makes any sense to anybody. So it
look more like it'd be Aspi and Christensen battling out a right centre-back, and you think it'd be Koundé and Silva in the middle?
No, I think that Silva will start at right center back because you would then have he would be able to pick out cross field passes better. That right side, I think, would get better with the passes down the seams. And it's just a thought that he could use because, or I mean, even if he played right center back, you could still move him into the mid and make a midfield 3 if you wanted to go more attacking.
Yeah, I'm thinking like all this does is just emphasize how strong our defensive options are for this season.
Absolutely.
Especially if we switch Zouma with Kounde, that's our only weakness in terms of centre backs gone, and then we've strengthened ourselves so much better as well in the space of just one move. Like really and truly, I'll be happy with whatever back 3 we have. Because they all look solid.
All 4 of them can play the ball at their feet now. With Kounde coming in, all 4 center backs can play with the ball at their feet, and that makes sense. And if he does play there, then that just puts AC on the right for more games. I like the combination of any of the 4 of them. To be honest with you, it makes me way more comfortable than last year when Zouma did have that sort of mistake in him. But yeah, it's a great problem to have. It's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
Well, you could. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I think someone brought up, I think it was Josh brought up earlier. I think if we get Kounde, we're going to rotate Thiago Silva a lot more, barring any long-term injuries, which I think is good news for us. Still playing all the big games that we want him to. And what I saw, it might have been said yesterday, Lewis News, so I do apologise. This fear of Kounde being smaller, just let me drop a couple of names who weren't 6 foot or over. Puyol and Cannavaro. Yeah? I'm not saying he is the level of them. I'm just saying they were not the tallest of centre-backs, and they were great centre-backs. So I do see Kounde playing either left or right. I think he could do a job on either side. But I will say is if he plays right, and we play 3 at the back, and we have Reece James at right wing-back and Kante patrolling that right area, just don't bother attacking us down your left. Okay? Just don't bother.
Don't bother attacking us full stop at this
pointless.
point.
It's pointless, especially down the left, though. Just pointless. Just go to the right. Just your own mate. Just try. But don't bother attacking us.
Just hope you can catch Jorginho on an island. That's basically That's basically your only hope.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
one sec, just before you go, Artem saying bro was on that Mason Mount thick neck workout plan. Give him 2 years, bro. That neck is gonna be fucking wide, man. It's gonna be looking like this guy. Where is he? Where's wide? Where's wide? There he is. That's gonna be Broja in about 3 years' time. Let's go.
If he has that neck, I'm going to send him to the doctor. Thyroid problem.
World class as well. I appreciate the conversation. Just showing support from the US. Big up yourself, my guy. Appreciate the donation and the love. Much appreciated, bro. Go on, Jester. What are you saying, man?
So I saw somebody put in, I think CFC time put in there that they want to go to 4-2-2-2. Again, with Kounde on the field, you can always switch positions mid-game to a 4-2-2-2 by just introducing Kounde into the midfield as a holding 6 in the 2 back 6s.
Mm-hmm.
In the same breath, if you're playing the 4-2-2-2 and you have Tchouaméni at the holding midfielder position and you want to go a back 3 to see out a game, you can drop Tchouaméni into a back 3 as well. So you can see that you've got 2 similar players in Kounde and Tchouaméni that you can use in multiple positions in multiple ways. That's what Tuchel likes. He likes players that can play multiple positions because he likes to have tools to play with.
My bad, bro.
So
just look at the. You want an example? Look at the Bournemouth game. Lewis Baker, who is an attacking sort of midfield player, played center back, and then he's never done that before. And he played center back, and he played there well. So if you're looking at sort of the idea or the philosophy that Tuchel has, that's a good example of what he's sort of looking to do in that role. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like either one of those guys could drop into that position to distribute the ball. And the idea is to not have to have them get attacked defensively, right? So it doesn't really matter if they're a world-class center back. Like the idea is not have them attacked, to let them distribute is more of what his goal is. So I think that was a good example. If you're looking at what his philosophy and ideas are, playing Lewis Baker as a center back was a good shout at that.
Yeah. So there is really no issues with the Kounde deal. Just to let you know, this is what happens when news get out. You have to sort through it. I think that you'll get definitive later on today when Fabrizio has his podcast again.
Yeah.
You'll get a
I don't
definite
even know
on
if I'm
him.
gonna bother trying to tune into that. I can't lie. Last one was just all waffle. I might just leave it and see if anyone tells me in the comments.
I'm going to throw out a shameless plug for one of your friends. Then Monstar usually
Big up Monster.
usually has it on during his stream during the day. If he's back, I think he went on vacation.
Oh,
If he's
Yeah, he
back-
said he was out with his missus for the week.
Yeah, so if he's back, then Monstar will do a kind of a midday stream, and he usually has it on. If not, go to the podcast, go to Patreon, and listen to for yourself. You know, I think
Yeah,
that
if we're still live, I might, but I just know I'm not going to hear anything different than what we've already heard.
no,
I'm sure of that.
because when you have any age we're living in, they've already run somebody off Twitter because they got one thing wrong. Fabrizio is not going to put anything out that he doesn't know.
Yep.
Because he has a huge brand to protect. And by the way, that person's going to be 2 for 2. They got the Varane deal done.
That Grimes woman you were on about.
Yeah. You got the Varane deal done. Said that it's going to happen before anybody else. When everybody was saying no, it's just a negotiating ploy with Real Madrid, and she said, yeah, it's going to happen. And look, Varane's going to go to United, and the other one was Tchouaméni to Chelsea. So if she gets both of those right, and people ran her out because I don't know, whatever your reason, which is something you have to deal with. I mean, whatever it is, but she was good. I don't know. I have no idea if she's back, but
Well, I hope she's back, because at least I know I have someone that I know I can look for sources, and I know they ain't chatting shit.
yeah.
Or
I
they
mean,
ain't
people get
waffling.
things wrong when you don't hold on to news.
Yes,
Some of
Sadiq,
these-
what are you telling me, my G? Big up yourself.
Look at that man, the hardest working man in television. Look at him.
Yo, I hope Erling Haaland gets confirmed specifically for you, man. All the slander you're getting, bro. I want to
Yeah,
see
he's
you
getting
do a
pelters.
180 and turn it on their heads. ES Grimes plus worldwide Chelsea equals DMs. That means she's probably been messaging you. All right, fair enough, bro. Much appreciated. Hey, if you want to hop on, I'll send you the link, my G. You're bringing her back. I hope she comes back. At least she'll be legit. But yeah, like you were saying with the Koundé news, we know that he wants to join us. We know that personal terms have been agreed. We know that there's not really a lot in the way of negotiations. It's just sorting out an agreeable fee. Let's chill. Let's relax. There's not too much to worry about. Koundé is likely going to be joining us. We don't need to panic just because we've had a setback. Things aren't easy in negotiations. I wish they were. I wish it was like career mode, where I just put any random amount of cash in and just throw a player in, and that's it. It ain't like that. I wish it was like that, but it ain't like that. So let's just chill. Let's give it a few days, and we'll just let things develop naturally. I bet in a few days things are going to look a lot better, and nobody's going to be panicking. So let's just chill and let's just relax on that front. We know that Chelsea are in for 2 more big signings on top of adding Jules Kounde at the very least, which means that already we know we're looking for a striker. It also confirms that we are going to be going for a DM as well. And seeing as Marseille have already rejected Monaco's offer of 50 million for Boubacar Kamara, it's looking like Monaco are already looking for replacements for Tchouaméni, which is another domino which is falling in the right direction for us. So just let things happen naturally. Let's just chill. Let's not expect things to happen immediately. And let's just take it a day at a time, the same way we always do.
Yeah, it's smart business by Marseille to see what we buy Tchouaméni for, so then they can see, hey, well, we can get an extra 5 M's or 10 M's out of Monaco for Kamara. So if we end up buying Tchouaméni for 30 or 35, and then they come and say, okay, instead of 15, Monaco, you can buy Kamara for 25, and then they get an extra 10 M's out of the deal. So it makes perfect sense. They're going to play the long game and see see what we end up getting Tchouaméni for, and then they'll make their bid for Kamara. It makes sense. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably just one straight after the other. I don't know if it comes before or after the Haaland deal, but I feel like this has been done separately to it as well.
Yeah, so it's all going on.
Go AM saying breaking. Tappy closer to Arsenal after fraud Teta assured him. Don't worry about being mudded.
Man.
I'm going to turn you into Swamp Thing. Is there a reference I'm missing on this?
Swamp Thing was like muddy because he came out of the swamp.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was a film reference or something. Big up Go AM for the donation as well.
Well,
Always
yeah, there was a Swamp Thing the movie and a Swamp Thing the series.
Basically, it's going to be even further, but going searching, it's going to be even more muddied.
So,
He's gonna be
So
what-
muddied.
Cool.
another one bites the dust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
Gallagher.
wonder if he promised him a Champions League within 3 years.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope
Willian-
another Chelsea player promises them a Champions League.
Willian
Because
didn't say
Willian
which
we won it
3
the
years.
year after.
Willian didn't say which 3 years, guys. He didn't say which 3 years. You know,
You
give him
just
some
said
credit.
yeah.
what you just said, didn't you?
I
He
don't know
just
if
said
you heard me,
Gallagher
but
going to Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Gallagher's going to Palace.
On
So
loan,
that's
Palace is
It's a good-
really just turning into Chelsea light.
Yeah, they are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they
it's a loan. So
It's a loan,
that's
yeah.
because they bought Guay or Gurhi.
Yeah.
They can loan
Yeah, I don't
Gallagher
think
to him.
there's no option to buy or anything. It's just a straight.
No, it's just a straight up loan.
Ariola's
already gone.
Ariola's going to West Ham as well.
If they want
Yeah.
Chelsea players, can they just
That's
take
all
this guy off our hands,
Oh,
please?
my Lord. Yeah, take.
I think he'll be gone. I think Emerson will be gone, and I think Bakayoko and Zappacosta will be gone.
Yeah.
Bakayoko
soon-
looks actually really likely. AC Milan aren't that far off our valuation.
Yeah,
I think they're offering 12 to 18, whereas we want around 20. Or do we want 12 to 18? Let me check the Kefri Youth post.
we won about 20 million euros for
Yeah.
25 million euros for Bakayoko, or as I call him, Crappioko.
That's a fair
Oh,
deal
we
for
did
him.
call him that. Yeah, it's around 12 to 18 million. I think AC Milan aren't that far off it, so it could be done within the next week or so.
Yeah, so as soon as Haaland gets done, and it will get done, these people will be a little bit lax. We'll be like, okay, we just want to get any cash we can get in at that point. And so because I think they want Haaland by Super Cup. Because they want him starting in a Super Cup.
Yeah. And winning a trophy.
Yeah, lifting a trophy, first game in, lifting a trophy.
Do you
Come
think
on.
he would start straight up? Because he'd still have to integrate into the side. I feel like he'd
You don't
start
have to
the
integrate
Palace
him.
game.
Yeah.
Through ball to the striker. Can anybody say through ball to the striker?
And he'll be match fit. He's already playing preseason games with
Yeah.
Dortmund.
See-
He won't have to worry
see
about his
that?
fitness.
See that sort of rectangle thing? Net.
Yeah, put the
Goalkeeper
ball
in
in
the
there.
middle. Just blast the ball to that.
I don't know. I just feel like if we got him if we get him within the next week or so, I feel like you see him come off the bench in the Super Cup and start the first game.
Oh, fine. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah. You can
Either or, like I'm not going to complain if
Well,
Erling
he might
Haaland
not even
starts.
play.
It's
He
a
might not even
perfect
play in
time
the
to
Super.
test them out.
He might not even play in the Super Cup. He might just be in first league game.
But like, I
Depending
was
on
already
what
saying about low blocks and everything. You're going to play him against Unai Emery on his debut.
Oh, he'll skin him.
Yeah.
Remember,
I'm
Lewis-
not worried about it. See,
Yeah,
Again-
Lewis, he did do well against. Yeah, I've seen him do well against low blocks. It's just who he's around him, really. So I thought
all this hand wringing about, well, Haaland's never played in the Premier League. Well, the Premier League hasn't had a striker like Haaland in it for a long, long time.
Yep.
Fair to say, the last one was maybe his daddy,
No,
and what he used to do, and why he was actually taken out.
well, yeah, but
Oh yeah, bring off the
Haaland,
bench
his dad
next
was a
time. Then.
midfielder. But
Oh
I
shit,
thought
the Palace game isn't on TV. Yeah, right, cool. Yeah, play
will-
them.
it will
It
be,
is
won't
for
it?
me.
It will be.
Yeah, you lucky bastards.
Yeah.
Can't be arsed.
Hang on.
You always get
It always
fucked
is
by
for
the
me.
3 PMs.
Lewis.
We're the
But
only
Diego Costa
European
never played for-
champions to have a 3 PM kickoff at the start of the
Are you
season.
joking?
We're also the last Premier League champions to have had a 3 PM kickoff to
Oh,
start the
that's
season.
bullshit.
They
That's
don't
bullshit.
rate
We
us.
should be on telly. We should be on telly.
Lewis,
Sky
I'm
announced
with you.
announced it.
Bless.
Not a
Sky
center
announced
back.
Big up, everyone. Have a good
See you,
day.
Wayne. See
All
you,
right,
Wayne.
Wayne.
It's because we're Chelsea and they just don't rate us like that.
That's not right. We should be
Yeah,
on
how do
telly
you
all
not
the
rate
time.
the champions of Europe?
Well, because of the prices of components this summer, I didn't get my Plex server built. So if I had my Plex server up, you could watch my stream.
How much to get that sorted? Because I'll probably back it. I wouldn't even lie like that. I put the StreamYard link in as well for anyone who wants to get involved. Yeah, Conor Gallagher, like we were saying, off to Crystal Palace for the season. Like we already said, it is probably better off that this guy went on loan for the season. I don't get why people wanted him to be a bench player in our squad. Doesn't make sense for us.
it's a
It
good
doesn't make
loan.
sense for his development either. Big up you guys as well.
What's up, Lewis?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very confident we're going to get Haaland, just so everybody can stop asking. Very, very confident. 95%.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, are people still questioning that one? It's like we know the situation right now. It's gonna be a matter of weeks at this point. I'm not worried about Erling Haaland coming through the door. Not until if we hit the Super Cup and he isn't confirmed by then. That's where I'm gonna be like, okay, what's happening? What's really happening? Until then, though, it's like just give it time. We know where we're at. Just gotta be patient. All
Yep.
it is patience.
Just listen to Jan. When we make a bid, it'll be a bid we know will get accepted. So when that bid goes in officially, he's coming to Chelsea. Just know that.
Yeah, we already got to keep goalkeeper Freddie. His name is Marcus Bettinelli. He was a Fulham goalkeeper. We got him on a free. They looked at him for 5+ years to bring him in. Finally got him. Third goalkeeper.
He's a quality keeper.
He has an English flag on his shirt. That's why they brought him in, because that's another English spot for the Champions League. So it's
That's a Lewis
something you
gonna
do
get
to
shamelessly
fill out
memed if it
your
doesn't go.
roster.
Bro, we are all getting shamelessly memed as a fan base if it doesn't go through.
Yeah, no question.
I don't care. Like, we're all going down. We're all going to get mocked. Champions of Europe not able to get any of their big targets if it doesn't go through. But that's if. I don't care about ifs. Like, I care about
why you guys are so confident. How come? What makes you guys believe that we're gonna sign Haaland? Because I feel like there's like a 60% chance to get him. I just want to be convinced as to why.
Negotiations have been strong enough.
Pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, negotiations have been strong enough. Abramovich is that set on bringing Erling Haaland in. I think it's looking very likely right now. We know what they want from us, and I think we're in the process of getting those funds in as well. I think it's just all about patience. It's just there's a grey area in terms of getting the deal through, which no one is really that sure about. But everything else we are sure of. We know that the funds are coming. It's just a case of how much we're putting up front.
So I'll tell you how I arrived at it. So I've been looking at through different news sources for a long time, putting a puzzle together, right? And so the more pieces you can put into that puzzle, the better the picture looks. You can start to recognize what the picture is supposed to be. And I've seen some stuff that kind of in the background as well, that nobody's put out there, as well as just the overall confidence coming from the club on this, and kind of the flip-flopping and the here and there that Dortmund's everywhere on this. The fact that Haaland's speaking about it now just lets me know that this is further along than everybody thinks. He knows it's going on. That's why he said something about it. Sometimes you can make a joke about something to hide something that's bothering you. And the guy just wants to be settled on where he's going to play so he can go play. And he's excited. Yeah, he's excited by the fact because he can go Super League. He's never going to have a chance at Dortmund for the Super League. He can walk in his first game and lift that trophy. And then he got a Club World Cup this year that he's not going to get to play at Dortmund. And then he's got UCL. The challenging for Prim. And plus, everybody around him is his age. Everybody we're bringing in, a Chouameni, a Kounde is young. The bulk of our core is a very young group of individuals, and it helps to build a team like that, to have everybody around the same age because they have the same likes, they have the same way of doing things, and it helps to sprinkle some older influence in there, like an Azpilicueta, like a Thiago Silva, and I know everybody doesn't like him, but like an Alonso as well, because like him or not, Alonso scored some big goals for us, and he might actually be a fairly good person in the locker room when his head's in the game.
Yeah.
What? Keeping Alonso as a personality, is that what we're saying?
Well, no, I think it's just because number one, you can't find a buyer that would take his contract on as far as salary. Number two, you're gonna play when he plays, he'll play left wing back, not. And I think he might even start the Super Cup. Left wing back.
Yeah, because Chilwell will have not as much time back. He'll have to get his
Yeah.
legs.
I think he could start the first game of the season as well, to be honest.
Well, I think because it's 2 days. I think it's 2 days until Crystal Palace after the Super Cup.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I think what you'll have starting in the Super Cup is a Kounde, Christensen, Rudiger. I don't think Thiago will start in the Super Cup. Nope. You'll have Dave. Conte will be back in enough time, but I think you're going to see maybe because I don't know if Jorginho will be fit. I think you might see a Kovacic Conte pivot.
Yep.
Or if Tchouaméni is there and he's got enough time, you might see Tchouaméni start.
I don't think,
and it might be Tchouaméni Kovacic, depending on when everybody's fit.
I could see Rice starting. Yeah, Rice could.
Rice won't be here.
Probably start for West Ham.
For West Ham.
Sure.
We're talking about the Super Cup. And then I would see probably Mount probably won't start because Mount will just be getting back. We don't know if he'll be at the full speed.
I think Werner and Havertz will start.
Werner, Havertz, and
Rudiger will start.
And Haaland, and Rudiger as a back three because he'll be back already. The Germans are back this week, I believe, as well.
Oh no, they're back on Saturday.
Yeah, they're already back.
The Germans have already come back, and they got eliminated in the last 16. Correct.
Yeah,
right?
so I think
Yes, they did.
England,
I think Spain comes back this week too. So Dave will be coming back.
Yeah.
Werner didn't play much too, so he'll start.
Yeah, no, it's Chilwell as well. Remember, Chilwell
Spain are coming back, then Denmark will be back too.
Yeah, so Christensen will be back.
Yes, Kai, what are you saying?
Yo, how are you doing, Kulus?
Not this
Yeah,
guy,
we're all
Kai.
good, man,
Jesus
we're all good.
Christ.
Haven't seen you guys for a while now. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're all
Chilling.
good, man. It's great to see you, bro. Hope everything's well over there.
Give me a second. Sorry. I had the YouTube video as well open,
Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. What are you telling me, bro? What's your thoughts on the Kounde and like Tammy Abraham Broja stuff been going around the last few days?
Tammy, the sooner Tammy leaves, the happier I'll get. What else is there? Kounde, it seems like if Zouma agrees to go, I think we'll get him. And the last one is Haaland is not coming to Chelsea. I think we're reaching a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't think it's happening?
We still talk about
No.
how long we go to Chelsea.
I think 150 in the space of 3 weeks to complete altogether. When we apparently haven't even been. I don't see it happening. I think we're reaching a little bit.
Yeah, but it's already way past that point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just before you go, Kevin Fraser saying, Champions of Europe! We know what we are. Read the super chat. Big up yourself, my guy. But yeah, Kai, like, I hear what you're saying. Like, most of the people have been saying this is a sort of deal that takes ages to complete. And I do think it's a case of, I've thought for the last few weeks it's been a bit of a buzzword thing, but with Jules Kounde transfer happening out of basically nowhere the last few weeks, like we know that there's been rumors linking us to him, but that's all there's really been. It's just been rumors. What you think is because of the price tag that it's just going to be way too much to do? Because I still think as long as we get him done before the Super Cup, there's a possibility we can get this deal through.
I think the thing is, it's not a release. It's not a release clause, right? So we actually have to negotiate kind of fees, other stuff. So it's not that simple. If it was a release clause, like we did with Kepa, in 3 days we already finished it and we sorted out the personal things and it was all done. But because it's not a release clause, and you remember how long it took us to do Kai Havertz, and that's half the price. So I don't know, man. Unless Marina works on turbo, she just has Red Bull like the whole for the next 3 weeks. I just don't see it happening. I think it's too late now. But I hope I'm wrong. If I'm proven wrong, I'll be happy.
Yeah, but that's because Kai wants Danny Ings and Declan Rice. That's why.
Yeah, that's because I love. You know me, man. I love average English midfielders.
Hey, Lewis, I got to bounce too, but I want to answer this question from Go AM before I leave. I would keep Danny Drink Vodka over Ross Drunkley, just for the simple fact is a number 6 would be more useful on this team than a number 10 who can't play 10.
Yeah.
Yep, I fully agree with that as well. I was going off Danny Drinkwater anyway because he's looked better whenever he's at Chelsea compared to Barkley. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate you, Jester. Best for coming on.
Did anyone watch ESPN yesterday with what's his name? With Jan Argfritov yesterday? Did anyone watch that? They're talking about the Haaland deal again. ESPN.
I watched the Jan stream with Fabrizio Romano, but it was just waffle. There was nothing to it.
They had him on the ESPN panel yesterday, I believe it was, and they're talking about the Haaland deal.
Let me guess, what he said the same old shit.
Well, it's definitely the same old shit, but what he did bring to light was the fact that even if it comes to next year, what kinds of teams are going to be involved? Like they're saying Barcelona can't afford him right now. They're near bankrupt. Same thing for Real Madrid, near bankrupt. And then, it's City. If City get Kane, who else is going to be in for him? So, I mean, if we put in a big enough offer this year, I think we get him. I don't think I don't even think that's a question. And when you look at the project that Chelsea are assembling right now, the attacking talents that we have right now, that's a perfect fit. If you think about it from a footballing perspective, Haaland's got to be looking at coming to Chelsea as like, yo, this is the way to elevate my career to even further. So I don't think there's another side in football that could elevate his game as much as we can right now with the attacking talents we can put around it. Like let's look at it that way as well.
Well, that's not completely true. When it comes to like attacking talent, yes, we do have one of the best attacks in Europe. But in terms of teams, in my opinion, it's us and Man United and maybe Bayern if they're feeling like they can get that done.
For me, United, they still need to sort out their midfield first.
Yeah.
No, but they will go for Haaland if the opportunity arises. They will spend that money. They will.
You think Haaland would go there though? That club retired his dad.
Hey, I did not say he would go there. I'm just saying they would go in for him.
Yeah, but like
I know Haaland wants to join Chelsea. There's vested interest from him in joining the club.
Absolutely.
So that's another reason for us to remain optimistic about it because he isn't against the transfer. He's just he's keeping neutral out of respect to Borussia Dortmund. He isn't going to force a move either. But him and Alfie Haaland have spoken to Dortmund as well, and they've said if you get a strong enough bid for me, accept it. So he wants the move. We want the move. We have the finances to make the move. It's just about making the move.
Plus, Man United don't need him, man. Like they got talent. Greenwood's such a good talent. They might as well invest in him.
I don't know about don't need him, but we've seen Haaland's mentality, and Man United were in for him when he was coming from Salzburg, and I don't see him looking at a club that said no to him when he was younger because of the money, just for them to sign him again. So I don't see him being interested in moving there.
Okay,
but,
so it's one.
Nah, I just don't think he would because there's like an aspect to it. Like if you when you were younger had an opportunity to move to a club, but they were like, nah, we don't think you're that good. Why would you move there again? Like when you're older, I just feel like that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and I feel like
that happens constantly, bro.
Yeah,
there's no wrong.
I know, but I just feel like it would just leave a bad taste. Because I'm just talking about the mentality of the guy, just the way that
if all things are equal,
dealt with everything, the way that he's has gone through his career. It seems like he's only trying to go up. And,
nah, man, you know how many clubs would have been in for Haaland? What is just Man United?
Chelsea
he was confident himself. Yeah, Chelsea didn't want to pay the big wages back then. They consider big wages.
You know this is
we didn't have
annoys me
as Man United did. Man United actually.
You know what annoys me though, boys? Yeah, like we are likely, if we don't sign Haaland, we are likely in the next, let's say 5 to 6 years, to buy 3 strikers for 50 million each that are not gonna work out. And don't tell me we did it because that's what.
My only other option was Lukaku, and that's not happening.
It's a Chelsea thing, right? If we actually paid 150 with the same fucking thing as we paying for 3 different strikers 50 million each, which is what we've been doing for a while now,
I'm not gonna
annoying,
lie.
so-
At that point, just give Havertz on number 9 and just deal with it at that point instead of spending.
But he's not a
50
number
million.
9 though. He is
It
good
don't
second striker.
matter. I would rather that happen than us buying 3 strikers who fail. Give him the chance. Who knows? He might be able to do it.
The problem is there's only a few strikers that could actually elevate our team right now, and it's Lewandowski for me. It's Haaland, and maybe one other, but that's about it. That's the game that we're trying to play right now. We need to get a striker that elevates our game to the next level. We're not really trying to do this like, stopgap B tech like striker. Harry Kane, another one that can probably do it for us, but I can't. That's the problem. Like, these deals are massive. You can't just like sign any old striker and expect it to work right now. You have to get an elite level striker if you expect that position to function the way that we want it to.
Yeah, but elite level strikers are expensive, and 150
Exactly.
now. In 3-4 years, he might be worth even double that, Haaland.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I agree
So
with Kai. I agree. Yeah, if you want to talk about like the championship mentality that we're trying to show, it's a championship mentality to go out and just spend the money and then buy the guy, because it's
that shows we're in a good position.
We're not going to be able to get Lewandowski. It's literally impossible. Bayern are not going to sell him. We're not going to be able to get Kane. Tottenham have already said we're not going to sell him. So there's only 2 other options, and it's Lukaku and Haaland. Lukaku, you have no sell on in the future when he's done with his, in the next 2-3 years, when he's done doing what he's gonna do. There is no sell on. Yeah. So at the end of it, there is one elite striker that is on the board that is available. So why are we taking so long to get him? Makes no sense.
Listen, the deal could be. We're in the position where that deal could be done already, right? And all parties quiet. Yeah, I feel confident in that. But let's go back. We have a good problem.
Yeah,
we're talking about elite strikers. The only way we can elevate. If we fall back on Havertz, we're still in a good position. Not. We want more. We want more. But you guys are talking about a very good problem for a club to have.
But it's not fair for him. I don't think it's fair for Havertz, though, for us to. Sorry, man. I don't think it's fair for Havertz for us to put all our goal scoring, possibility and potential on him. I think he's too young for that. I think there's a very, very, very. If you know me, you know how much I rate Kai Havertz. Like, Andrew can vouch for me. So the kid is very, very talented. But I think we need a striker. Yeah. And if we don't spend on it, we need that quality striker, because right now we don't even have B-Tech strikers. Because I think, as talented as Werner might be, he's not going to go from 6 goals to 30 next season. You know what I mean? That is us asking too much from him.
I agree. Can I ask, how much patience do you have because Haaland will elevate us?
It's not me. Yeah, but it's not me.
I'm asking you personally a question. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying,
go ahead.
How much patience do you have to get this striker that's going to elevate us? Like, we can get someone to just patch through one season. But would you wait till Haaland actually denies us or signs for someone else? We've got two. We got this window. We got the next one and the other one before he probably does choose where he's going to go officially.
All right.
You want us to fight all the way.
That's what I'm gonna explain. Yeah, First of all, I'm tired of us getting a 1-season fixes. We had that with Pato. We had that with Falcao. We had that with who else? We had that, it's a huge list actually. Falcao. Jules kind of worked out. Higuain, Pato, Falcao, and the list goes on and on. Eto as well. And I am sure everybody on this panel are tired of short-term fixes. We have the potential to get 150 million, who is potentially gonna. If we don't get him now, we're gonna sign 4 or 5 players for the price of 50 minimum. Who are not gonna work out. So for me, we need to suck it up with the fee, sign the guy, and let him go. And it's not about me, It's not only about me and the patient I have for Havertz, because I know I have the patient, but will the Chelsea board have the patient with Havertz? Is it fair to ask Tuchel? Is it Is it fair for us to tell Tuchel, hey, have patience with Havertz, he might work out, because his job is on the line. I know all of us here want Tuchel to work out as well. So Absolutely. if he has to rely on a young Havertz who's still developing, who's still finding his feet, I don't think it's fair to him. I don't think it's fair to Chelsea, and I don't think it's fair for Thomas Tuchel. So Chelsea needs to do something now and fix that striker issue that we've been having for. I think we have it for almost 9 years now. The striker issue. We had a small fix with Costa, but it's still not like a long-term fix. So we do need to get that fixed.
Yeah, especially,
Dak, just before you go,
understandable.
Dinishan saying Havertz deal was done 3 weeks before the announcement. 3 weeks before, I thought it was a lot earlier. The gap was a lot earlier. I thought it was a week and a half or something like that. Also saying.
Different.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah, that's all the more reason to remain patient, though, like we've all been saying. Goem also saying Timo has pace, Lukaku has physicality, but Tappy is the only player with the ability to get less threatening the closer he gets to goal. How is he more threatening in the middle of the park, though?
He is.
He's not.
I told you.
Is he?
He is worthless all over the
He doesn't
pitch.
have a power shot.
That is
Yeah,
slander.
let me give a quick shout out to Crofty for finally coming on to the light side, the bright side. You finally awoke him. We're glad that you are here with us.
What? It took the
Literally him and Hijir, and that was
Bournemouth
it.
friendly. It took a Bournemouth friendly to bring him round, though.
Isn't that?
Oh my god!
Isn't that ridiculous?
People were saying we don't need a striker, man, and people said we don't need a striker, man.
Yeah,
If you think we don't need a striker, bro, like you need to go to the doctor, bro. Tammy's not it, bro. He's not it, bro.
Oh my god! I just hope if we don't get Haaland, I'm gonna be absolutely disappointed. I'm gonna be gutted.
Can I say something about
Tammy Abraham? Let's go.
Can I say something about Tammy? Tammy for me is literally a CDM stuck in the striker position, bro. That's what he is. He doesn't have a good passing of a CM. He has the passing ability of a CDM. He has the goal scoring of a CDM, and he has the shooting of a center back. Maybe instead of signing Rice, we should just put like Tammy in that Busquets role, man.
Hey, I got an analogy for you guys.
Tammy is the regista. God help us.
He's better.
Oh dear.
Kai, he's better heading when he's defending. His heading.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
But he doesn't have to aim. All he has to do.
I think he used to play center back in the academy, right? I think
he did.
No, man, he can't hit the ball, man. That's why they moved to
Guys, I have an analogy for Tammy. I think a
I
pregnant
said he
woman
has the
on
pace to
stilts-
be a security guard. Oh my goodness.
Maybe
Gosh.
Lewis, maybe a fucking mall security guard, man. Because sure as hell not a normal security guard. Man. It's too slow. Maybe in the mall he can run.
I said Tammy Abraham mall cop. I can't be asked.
I was about to say, I think Tammy is worse than a pregnant woman on stilts trying to hold up the ball.
You know, I'm not even going to call him Tammy anymore.
Man, what happened to Tammy Scott?
Tammy. He's Kevin, bro. He's Kevin. I'm calling him Kevin from now on.
What happened to Tammy stocks, man? I've never seen it so low.
It's how much we like Tuchel, man.
Bro, he scored one hat trick against Watford, and he was the next coming of Jesus Christ. I really never understood it.
Yeah.
But hey, as soon as Tuchel benched him, not even put him on the bench, we were all too on the side of Tuchel, and we always trust what Tuchel does. And when Tuchel put him to the side there, yeah, we turned on him hard.
Lewis,
No,
CFC.
no, I don't. Hold on.
Look at CFC Frank's comment. Tamginho.
CFC Frank. Tamginho Pivotal. Oh my god. No. Put that in a bin somewhere. Goodness me, a Tamginho. You know what? They'll be better than a Rice and Jorginho Pivot.
Look, I don't know about y'all, but ever since that season where he scored his 16 goals, and where he didn't score from November to I think it was March. He didn't score a single goal.
Something like that, yeah.
He didn't score a single
Wait, Dag,
goal.
what did you say about Kevin?
Huh?
What did you say about Kevin? He said, don't slander my name like that.
Tammy's real name is Kevin. I was saying that we're not going to call him Kevin anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, that's one of his government names, isn't it?
He has to be called his government. Nah.
Oh, wait, is that his actual first name?
Yeah.
Hey, the reason Cho, ZH, Reece James, the reason your numbers are down was because of the game.
Oh shit, he's called Kevin.
The reason why they don't get a lot of assists, games like that, man.
Yeah, Fraser, bro, it's peak for you, man.
Don't worry, Kevin. We can change your name to Tammy. Tammy Fraser.
Exactly.
Tammy Fraser.
You earned it more than he has.
Tammy Fraser, yeah. Well done,
Tammy Fraser. Tammy Fraser.
So is he going to Arsenal, man, or do I have to suffer in silence, man?
I pray.
I don't want to see him go to Arsenal. I can't lie.
Give me my 40 million right now.
Hey, but you know what? I know why he's an Arsenal fan. He has the same fucking mentality on the ball like they do, man. We would fit perfectly, man. The man has no cojones, man.
Run to the
I've said long term, Tammy Abraham improves at Arsenal. He gets better.
He does not. Quit lying to us, Lewis. He does not.
He's not Chelsea quality right now.
Yeah. Yeah, but he will
It's
never
either
be
that,
Chelsea
Lewis,
quality,
or the
man.
perfect Trojan horse.
You're right.
Yeah,
He might take them to 7th. That's how much an improvement. He might go to 7th.
Nah, man, that's
Initially, I
fine,
hear
man.
what you're saying. He won't give him too much. But I think you give him 2 or 3 years in the Arsenal side, he'll be one of the best players in that squad. And that squad will be improving.
Lewis, I don't understand
Bro,
that.
he's gonna look exactly like Willian did this past season.
No, Willian made sense
Nah.
though.
Yeah, man, don't-
Dog shit. He's gonna get 2 goals in the first 2 games, and then he's not gonna score for another 15 weeks. Bro,
Hey, man.
don't
That's
leave,
offside.
don't
Leave
kid-
Willian alone, man. Willian just got pregnant, man. Leave him alone, man. He's a father now. He's a father now. You know?
Tammy is going into his 3rd season in the Premier League. He still looks the exact same as he did when he was in the Championship. He has nothing that he has improved on. There is nothing to be like. He
improved his knee
You wanna
sliding,
talk
bro.
about
He improved
minerals.
his knee
Tammy does
sliding,
not have it. Tammy
His
doesn't
knee
have
sliding,
it.
bro. You forgot
Yeah,
about
knee
that.
sliding and training.
Yeah, Tammy is still a lanky motherfucker, man. That's all he is, man. Lanky motherfucker.
I'll keep saying it. If
Oh,
I keep asking all these Tammy backers, if they were, or Tammy tuggers as I like to call them,
Tammy.
if Tammy Abraham never played for Chelsea, and you saw what he's doing right now, would you want him to come to Chelsea? You wouldn't. It's all emotional with Tammy. It's like because he just played for us. Everyone puts him on a level that he doesn't deserve because he hasn't played to that level. He is at the moment. He's an average striker.
But
And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? He had no. This summer, if he had better mentality, he hardly played at all the second half of the season. I would have been down Cobham training every day to improve my heading, holding up the ball, and my shooting.
Yeah,
he looks like he hasn't done that.
Or at the very least, try
I
to.
was gonna say how are you sure of that, but then I remember the ball.
But nah, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Man's just chilling on the yacht with his 6 friends, though. So you can go ahead and take that with your Aubameyang mentality over to Arsenal.
No, you know what's the funniest? You know what's the funniest thing? I actually laughed like really hard when in one of the interviews he said he's faster than Pulisic. I'm like, does this man watch himself run, man? Does he watch himself run? He literally run. It's like you know what?
No,
it's like he's running on the beach, man, all the time. That's
Yes,
what
he
like.
did. He actually said that.
No,
He actually said he's faster than Pulisic.
Yeah, he did.
He
But
did.
guys,
He
he
did.
said it. He said it at the time when Pulisic was injured, so he had a fair point. So,
Bro, even with a cast. No.
Pulisic
Andrew,
was on the hospital bed. That's why he said it.
I know I'm messing
Bro,
up.
even with a cast, he's still faster than Tammy, man. Even with a cast on.
Can I just say something, right?
Yeah.
Can I just say his girlfriend actually needs to shut up? Remember how she was talking a whole load of shit when it comes to Thomas Tuchel in the middle of the season because he was not playing?
That was the FA Cup final.
Right. My point is, there is a reason you got not put on the bench at the very least. He is trash. Lewis, you need to stop. If he goes to Arsenal, he will not do fuck all, and that will be the end of that. Let him go to Arsenal. Give me my 40
That's why you
million.
want to go to Arsenal,
Give
man.
me
He
my
plays, he
40
doesn't win
million.
anything.
They just let the man be like Aubameyang. Let him collect his checks and just ride around in his Lamborghinis, bro. Allow
So
it.
if he does do well at Arsenal, the usual practice is if you do well at Arsenal, you'll have a big transfer in 3 years' time. So if he does do well at Arsenal,
You
he'll
say
go in
that
3 years' time.
he is an Arsenal fan.
That's Lewis. That's the reason why I'm not sad that he leaves.
Yeah, Johnny.
I'm not sad if he leaves.
Johnny, on my life, if I hear you talking about how he's Chelsea through and through ever again, bro, talking about he's no.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, like that's just the team you support as a child. John Terry was a United fan.
I don't care.
Mount Sport Portsmouth.
Allow it. I don't care.
Yeah,
Mount
Mount's a
supported
Pompey fan.
Yeah, the Pompey fan. Yeah.
You see why he always scores at St Mary's? He hates them bastards.
Yeah. That's why he did that when he scored. That's why he did that when he scored in 2019.
That was my favorite celebration that year, actually.
Like, who else? I'm sure there's other Chelsea players on our team that support other English clubs. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they'll come up. Frank
Wasn't
Lampard,
Pep
like obviously West Ham through and through growing
Wasn't
up.
Pep a Chelsea fan? Was Pep a Chelsea fan in one of his interviews?
Was who?
I don't think so.
Pepe.
Oh,
No,
Pepe.
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 Yeah, Pepe was a Chelsea fan. He was a
Yeah.
Chelsea fan.
I thought you said Pep, and I was going.
Nah, Pep.
Jadon Sancho, another Chelsea fan growing up.
Pep is too bold to be a Chelsea fan, man.
Pep loved him some Dennis Wise. Dennis he
Wise,
loved
yeah,
him
this
some
is-
Dennis Wise. He loved
No,
him.
but
he
there's a
loved
lot. There's a lot of players from the younger
Oh,
generation, right? Like these are 21, 23-year-olds. Like there's a lot of Chelsea fans.
Oh my God, go AM, dude. This is my hero.
Go in with another donation saying
My hero.
incels need to realise Tappy only looked halfway decent because of Fat Frank 30 plus low cross tactics. I hear
Exactly,
that, bro.
Andrew
I
is
cannot
God.
say the rest because Krago's my boy. I
Andrew
can't
is
criticize
God.
Krago on my team. That's my day one from uni
Well, go
to the
ahead.
world and back. I ain't criticizing him. I think
Listen,
I'll go
the
in for
the only
I
thing,
ain't saying anything.
as much as I hate this man named Kevin, as much as I wish he would leave the club, right? I will give him I'll give him all the credit for what he did against Arsenal, because he went ahead and he gave us a point that day. So I'll go ahead and put my hands up. Thank you for that game. But that's the only thing I'm thankful for. Everything else,
Who's Kevin?
I'm shit.
Who's Kevin?
That's-
I'm confused.
That's Tammy's real name. It's Kevin.
So why? What? What is WWE, man? You have your wrestler name, you have your real name. What is that?
Big up Dinishan saying Havertz is not a striker. He misses a lot of ones. I don't say he misses a lot of one-on-ones. I'll just say he needs to have a stronger finish. If he has a more powerful shot, I think he finishes a lot more chances.
Yeah, I don't think lazy is the word for it, but it's like
Nonchalant is what you're looking for. He is a nonchalant.
Yeah, like he'll like nonchalantly try to shoot the ball and it just
But
out.
that's why he's a perfect second striker, because his off the ball movement. If you notice it, like he's always there in the right place in the right spot. So we had a good
Trust
striker
me.
with him, bro. Him and
If
Haaland.
Haaland comes in, he's slotted perfectly. If he slots
him
in,
and
he'll
Haaland.
slot him perfectly underneath Haaland.
That is a sexy ass fucking partnership. Him and
Absolutely.
Haaland. But watch it be him and Ings, man. No in Chelsea, bro. I hope I'm wrong, but you know.
You watched Danny Ings bag 35 league goals.
35 league goals, yeah, man. Maybe for the women's team, man. Not for our fucking team. Bro.
Yeah, read the super chat and then read.
Yeah, big up Myron Phillips saying this Tammy bashing is just unnecessary, to be honest. My little cousin is pretty bad at football, but I don't go joking on him being a bum to the family. I'm trying to figure out whether that was defensive or just criticizing again.
Read go AM.
Oh, what's this about Simon Johnson's recent? Is it Simon Johnson?
Myron, the thing is, your little cousin isn't asking for 150 million or 150,000 a week. So that's where the difference comes about.
Also, your little cousin does not play for my football team.
And your little cousin's girlfriend. And your little cousin girlfriend is not as annoying as Tammy's, man.
Oh, this man.
That's also, you know.
Yes, Holic, what are you saying, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys, man? Appreciate you all. I literally don't, man. Listen, I talked to him personally, and we talked it out. But do you guys really believe that Zouma stuff? I don't believe it, because it's coming from a source, man. That Sky Cafe guy, man, he's not reliable at all.
What's Zouma stuff? Update me. What's Zouma stuff?
That he prefers to go to West Ham instead of Sevilla.
But that's true, man. He wants to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, you might want to stay in London. Premier League money's still more than the league.
Bro, Sky Sports are unreliable. This Sky Cafe guy literally said Issa Diop was moving to Chelsea. It was done. So and he's been unreliable for years. For years. He's been stinking up my talent for years, man.
Couch, did you get booted?
One
I
word.
thought your fingers crashed. Take the StreamYard link, bro. Oh yeah, Holic, go on. What were you saying, man? Sorry, I just saw something.
Yeah, listen, I think Zouma will still go to Sevilla, to be honest. And yeah, I'm chilled out about it. I see lots of Chelsea fans panicking, but just chill out, man. Trust our club.
Chelsea fans always panic, man.
And Zouma isn't.
That's the thing that, like, I feel like, all right, so this is just an assumption. Well, like, why would he want to go to Sevilla?
Have you been to Sevilla, man? Huh? Have you been? Sevilla is one of the most beautiful fucking cities in Europe, man.
No. Not because of that, but because, look, I know he speaks French. We know he speaks English. If he doesn't speak Spanish, it gets a little hard moving to a whole different country.
Spanish is easy to learn as a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Spanish is easy to learn as a Frenchman.
Also, a lot of people, they speak English anyway, so it's not that, like, especially in Sevilla, it's a tourist city.
Okay. Plus, he gets regular Champions League football. Regular.
And he gets regular sun as well, which you don't get in England.
Much better team than West Ham.
Also, he's a guaranteed starter for them. He's a guaranteed starter for Sevilla if he goes there. So I would be surprised if he goes to West Ham.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also that Champions League. That's
depends
a good
on how much West Ham offer him. Because they could
Yeah,
offer
that's
him,
also the
they
money.
could offer him more than
Yeah,
Sevilla
They got
do.
some beautiful
Premier League
women.
money's like
They got
that.
some beautiful women in Sevilla, man.
Well, he's probably already settled in London anyhow. Like, why would he want to leave London if he's already settled here and whatnot? You know.
That's the same thing with Tammy.
Yeah, but he's a
Yeah, but-
footballer. You got to be prepared for these moments.
Yeah,
But
but
Sevilla
if
doesn't
the
want
money's
Tam-
better at
David
West
doesn't want
Ham
Tammy,
and he's
man.
already settled in London, why does he
I don't
leave?
know if the money is better at West Ham. They're
It
moving
must
like
be.
broke cunts.
It must be better than Sevilla.
Probably is the
We're
team.
talking about a team in the Champions League versus a team that doesn't make it Champions League.
Sevilla gets regular Champions League football. I'm not sure if West Ham can pay that, man. They're moving like broke guys, man.
And the
Doing
whole
loans.
taxes as well. Like,
Okay, I'm sorry.
They
y'all.
are, isn't the financial situation in Spain a lot worse?
I think for the big two, yes.
Yeah.
Big three, yeah. I don't know about the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe it's an assumption, but I'm thinking that just because it's bad for them, it should be worse for the teams further down the pyramid.
But they don't spend as much, Lewis. They don't spend as much. Yeah.
And they just
But they
got
also
money, like
don't
you
earn
said.
as much.
But they got money for
Exactly.
money for Gil.
They don't got the same sort of TV deals as like Real Madrid and Barcelona, that's for sure. So the money
Yeah,
ain't
but
flowing
they-
that nice.
They're in the
They got
Champions
Champions League
pretty
money.
often.
And they manage their money better too. They have to because they don't get it
They
from
play the
La
cha-
Liga as much.
They just play in the Champions League. I don't know if he wants ambition, he would go to Sevilla.
Yeah, they
If
play
he wants to
Champions League,
wear
then
that
they're
ugly
gonna-
ass purple kit and stay in London, he'll go to West Ham.
Claret and blue. Claret and blue. Yeah.
Same shit.
West
Same
Ham.
shit.
What do these guys think they are? They're a relegation team. I don't give a shit if they
No,
finish
what I
in
found
fifth.
interesting. What I
They're
found
crap.
interesting was 20 million. I think if they're going to overprice their players, let's overprice our players. Let's ask for 50 million. If it's true.
Yeah,
You know what I
20
mean?
million is
Ask
not
for-
enough for
20
me.
million, no
60
chance.
million, bro.
That's why it's a
60
good
million.
situation.
Yeah.
There's no way we
West
accept
Ham has to
that.
beat Seville
No,
still.
I'm not. There's no 20 million. There's no way. Marina rates Zouma lower 20 million. I just don't see it.
Nah,
How much do they want? Don't they want like something like 30 and
30, 35 or something.
No,
something like
minimum.
that.
Because
That's reasonable. That's reasonable,
in the
man.
back two, in a back four system.
He's
But
a
that's
French
reasonable.
international.
Zuma is
Because
not as bad
Kounde
as
is very good, man. Kounde is
Why
very,
he's
very,
included-
very good,
Which is
man.
why he's included
Quality.
No,
in
I
this
know.
deal.
We're not talking about with the Kounde deal. We're talking about with the West Ham part of it. Like if he's gonna go to West Ham, you're talking about probably the best aerial defender in Europe, right? So it's like you're gonna tax money on that. Like Declan Rice is not the best CDM in the Premier League, but it's still 100 mil. So we're talking about the best aerial defender.
Declan Rice is not the-
No. He's only 100 mil. He's only 100 mil to English clubs.
Hey, Doug,
If you
Doug,
go,
Declan Rice
if you
is
go
the best
internationally,
defensive midfielder in
nobody's
London,
spending
bro.
40 million on him, man.
Oh yeah,
Not even 40
of
million
course,
for
of
him.
course. Of course, well, I'm just talking about the price itself. But I'm saying Zouma himself is at least 30, 35. There is no way.
Yeah,
hearing
I
all-
agree.
He just won the Champions League. 35 million minimum.
Exactly.
He's Premier League proven. He's Premier League proven. So
Oh, he's
yeah,
40 million. He's 40 million.
Nah,
He's 40
people like
million.
to say
He's
that.
Premier League proven in two different clubs, Everton and Chelsea. So yeah, man's
Yeah,
And so,
35.
French
And Stoke,
international.
Stoke. Yeah, Stoke.
If Ben White is 50
Oh my,
million,
oh
Zuma
my
is
God! I just read that comment. If Ben White, if that mother, oh
yeah, Ben White's off for 50 mil.
Ben White is literally a weaker version of Andreas Christensen, a weaker one. He's weaker than him.
So,
Oh, weaker.
so tapping.
I'm thinking, why is my guy catching strays out of nowhere? But
No,
cool.
I love Christensen, but you know, he got dunked on a lot. But
George, you guys
In
know
the
he is not
past,
the strongest.
don't
team.
yeah,
speak
in
on
the
the
past,
past, speak on the
listen, but
present.
Pass on it. Come on, man. Come on, in the
yeah,
past.
of
speak on
course,
the
I'm
present.
giving him credit, man. But
Love is a strong word. Love is a strong word. He's an alright. He's a good player. He's a good player.
nah, hey, Kai, man, you
On
caught
his
in
worst
the
day, he's a
center
good
like
player.
Tammy, man. I can't believe it. The
Bro,
center
Tammy-
like
Tammy's
Tammy.
probably getting replaced by Broja anyway. But the question is, does Broja
Bro,
stay on loan or
I,
what?
s-
Nah, keep
I
Bro.
swear to God, yeah. I swear to God. Tammy is our Make-A-Wish kid, man. I don't know how this guy became a professional footballer, man. How did he become a professional footballer, man? Oh my God. I have no fucking clue.
It's because he was the only striker that we had at the time. That's probably
It
what
baffles
happened.
me, man. It baffles me, man.
My goodness.
Chill.
Like, even for this stream, like this has been so much Tammy slander.
To be honest, in Roman's era, I only know of 3 strikers. I only know of 3 strikers that were flat out better than Tammy: Anelka, Drogba, and Costa. Otherwise, man,
Yeah.
And that's sad. Man. That's sad.
You
That's sad, bro.
say they're the only 3 better?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Don't give me Torres and all these guys, man.
Bro, Torres is better than Tammy.
Nah.
Torres was rubbish, bro.
Yeah, but he was a
Torres
better
is better than
footballer than
Tammy,
Tammy, man.
Bullock.
He's one better footballer.
I don't
than
give
Tammy.
a shit,
Oh
guy. The
my
only reason why we
God.
didn't win leagues all these years, man.
Oh my
It's Torres, bro.
Yourself there, bro.
Nah, hey, Tammy
That is a
has outscored
violation.
Torres already.
Bro, Torres is still better.
Can you believe that? He was here for 4 years. Tammy has outscored Torres already in 1.5 seasons, bro.
I can't believe that one.
I mean, in 1.5 seasons.
That doesn't say much though, man. We haven't had very much luck with
You're not
strikers
telling me
that
Tammy's
good.
better than Torres, bro. No way.
I mean, 4th best is like the 6th largest box factory.
Diego Costa, Hasselbank, that was a great shout.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Good Johnson,
Go,
I'm gonna say
go
Good
yeah,
Johnson.
man. Oh my God, bro.
Look, I'm sorry. No fucking way that those 3 are the only ones better than Tappy.
No, I'm not lying. How? He's not good, but bro, I mean, I'm not taking Torres, man.
What club we are to be signing all these dead people. That just shows how really inept we are at picking our strikers.
Giroud was better than Tammy, man.
It's getting a little
Definitely.
Giroud was
better
good.
than Tammy as well.
Hey, this is a serious
There's
question.
Mark Crespo. There's heaps of them.
Oh, Crespo, yeah, how'd you forget Crespo? GoAM saying Ruben Loftus-Cheek woke up in a cold sweat thinking my career's over. He then remembered Tappy and instantly chilled. Hey, Chelsea careers, yeah.
GoAM has spent GoAM has
Tammy,
spent £1 million.
I do like you, by the way.
Tammy stand-up,
I
bro.
think you're a decent person.
Yeah, because he knows that it's needed. This is the all of this bread that GoAM is donating is just to get Tammy out for.
Hey, people are saying Mikel Fosse was better.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck is that, man?
I said Mikel
Nah, man,
Forster.
come on.
Oh my god.
No. I'm not slating
alright.
Tammy like that.
I think Torrey Andre Flo is a better
And the
center
funniest
forward
thing
than
is
Tammy.
that he might be staying too.
Yeah, Romano's going live now. Romano.
Fabrizio's
Oh,
done.
Tammy.
No minerals. The man.
Hey, at least we got someone back in Tammy Abraham. Love to see it.
How is it? Johnny, please.
Don't let him on so we can keep doing it.
Hey,
Don't let him on so we can keep doing it.
Johnny.
Lewis, that doesn't mean much. Johnny backs all the Make-A-Wish kids, man. Doesn't mean much.
It's blowing my mind. Like, you understand that the more you back Tammy, the more you are hurting yourself when you back Mason Mount and Billy Gilmore. Because we're going to be like, but this guy was backing Tammy. So it's not helping you, dog. Let him go. Come join the bright side. Crofty has already joined. You're the last guy, dog. Come on. He's going to be gone in a month's time. Just leave it be. Just leave it be.
Hey, Kai, I got a question.
Don't worry, we got Armando Broja hive when it happens. Let's go.
Kai, I have a question.
Go on.
Remember how Johnny said yesterday that Tammy's good enough for our bench?
Oh my god.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a bench option. I understand that, but I still want him to go out on loan first.
No, Lewis, you need to drop this right now. He is not good enough for Chelsea. Period.
Not
Straightforward.
right now.
End of day.
Not right now. But you
And I'm telling you, this Drogba. Hold
Bro,
on. Let me
that
land.
boy needs some cornbread and potatoes.
The whole Drogba comparison. Drogba was already strong by Tammy's age. That is the difference. This man is as weak as a stick. I can literally pick him up, break him, pick him up again, break him again, and then toss each
Yeah,
one
but the
of his
same was said
limbs.
about Drogba at this age.
Come on.
Listen, you can go and watch the Marseille, what he was doing and what he was doing in France. He had balance.
This is a big disrespect, man.
Lewis, with all due respect, yeah, Drogba was muscular and built like a man, yeah? Tammy is built like a tall Scandinavian woman, man. Don't disrespect.
Didier Drogba built himself up to that point.
Bro, Drogba was already a beast at Marseille, bro. He was just a diver, bro.
He was banging in goals, yeah, but like his balance and his strength still weren't there.
Yes,
He was still
Yes, he was. Yes, it was.
Lewis, the foundation was
Yeah,
there.
the foundation
This
was
man,
there,
Tammy,
bro.
has
We
no
built that at
foundation.
Chelsea.
No,
No.
He became much more of a centre
he was
forward at
physically
Chelsea.
strong at
Let me make
Marseille,
this
Have you?
bro.
point.
No,
Let
no,
me
no.
make this
Have you seen
point.
him in Marseille, man? Nobody could take the ball off of him, man. He was a beast.
Can I
Man
just
was a
say,
Yeah,
beast
but
in
he
the
focused
Champions
more on
League
getting in
too.
behind at that point. He wasn't really as much of a centre forward relying on his
Bro,
strength.
but it's not comparable to Tammy, not at all. Tammy has the upper body strength of I don't know what.
I'm not saying they're on similar. I'm not saying they're on the exact same trajectories, but it's like
Not
this
even
guy isn't
close.
on
Not
top
even.
up yet.
No
I
similarities.
swear to God. Yeah,
There is no
There are no
similarity.
similarities.
Lewis.
One of
I
them,
swear
they
to God.
both
Yeah.
have long hair.
Wait,
That's
wait.
the only thing. They both have
I
big
swear
hair.
to. I swear to God, yeah. Kirby, the one who plays for the women team, have more physicality than Tammy Abraham, bro. That's how weak that guy is, man.
Chill.
That's how weak that guy is.
Chill.
Good.
I've never seen a player fail to do everything he tries. The man tries to body somebody, he gets absolutely demolished. He tries to outpace somebody, he gets left in the dust. Like he has nothing going for him.
I've never seen a guy who's 6'3" and lose ahead of the
man.
Victor Lindelof. He has lost ahead of the Victor Lindelof before. Let's not take that away from what he has done. Also, this man ain't got no legs. Can I just say, these are the skinniest legs I think I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, spot on, bro. Hey, these legs, man. What the fuck? They look so uncoordinated and all that, man. I don't know how he holds up, man. I can't believe it, man.
Look
He
at them
needs
legs
some
on Kai.
carbohydrates.
Look
He
at
needs
them
some.
legs.
He needs some carbohydrates or whatever it's called, man.
He was that one kid that never drank milk. He was that one kid that never drank milk.
Goodness.
On a serious note, you can't. If you want to back Tammy, that's fine. You can back Tammy. If you think he is still good enough for us, then that means one or two things. Your standards have lowered so much that you don't know what a big supporting a big team is, or you have an agenda and you are more supporting the players than Chelsea itself. So stop all this player hive, whatever. Start supporting Chelsea and what's best for them. And unfortunately, Tammy is not what's best for Chelsea.
The fact that Johnny keeps trying to defend this guy, your credibility is going to be in the mud because you're backing this dude.
I think
One sec, guys. Myron Phillips saying second day in a row where we spent 50 minutes talking mess about one of our own players. Lol, we really are bored. Transfer season got us like that, man. We are starving, bro. Dinnerson saying Drogba would push Van Dijk like he was Rob Holding. Right, Prime Drogba was on smoke.
He would destroy him. None of this talk about being best defender in Premier League history that Liverpool fans do.
What did Johnny say? If Tammy stays, I'm gonna love it. I'll put you all in the
Yeah,
mud.
he's going to stay to sit on the fucking tribune, not even the bench, man. Tuchel benched him for two goalkeepers, you smart
My
ass.
mind is being blown. I've never seen
my point
Tuchel benched him for two goalkeepers.
My point exactly. Supports players more than the club. My point exactly. My point exactly.
Tuchel, these guys, I don't know if these guys have Alzheimer's or if my memory is that good. I don't know. But listen, you should bench him for two goalkeepers.
Johnny, you should change your name to Johnny Boy Cobham because Johnny Boy Blue doesn't cut it, bro. Johnny Boy Cobham.
Johnny
No, change it.
When Tuchel first came
No,
in,
he should.
on the
Johnny, you should change your name to Johnny Soy Boy Johnny, man, or Soy Boy Blue, man. Because that's what you sound like right now, bro.
Johnny seems like Johnny seems like one of those guys. Remember that first game where Mason got benched on the Wolves game where Tuchel first came in? He seems like one of those guys who were crying on Twitter because he got benched in Tuchel's first game. He is one of those guys, and I don't understand this ideology of not just understanding what your manager is doing when it comes to the youth players. I don't get it.
No, you're right.
Well, Tuchel saw his performance against Southampton and thought to himself, this guy can play football. And that's basically it. Even if he stays, Tammy Abraham fans, he's going to get benched. Let's not forget how Tuchel thought of him. And it wasn't nothing personal.
He wasn't even on the bench,
based on football.
Oleg, he wasn't even on the bench.
Yeah, not even on the bench, bro. Bro, two left backs, two left backs, two goalkeepers. I've never seen that in my life.
Exactly.
Two goalkeepers.
He wasn't even on the bench for the CL final, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, two goalkeepers got selected over him. That's how much Tuchel rates him. And you people want him to stay. Good luck, man.
I don't even
did
know.
it.
If
You
it's-
guys
I think
let
it's
us know in
more-
the comment
I think it's
section
more. I think it's
section
more
below.
mutual,
I,
man.
like my mind is absolutely like I'm completely like baffled right now. Can you imagine wanting to sign Haaland and then there's people out here saying keep Tammy?
Also,
Please correlate those two things for me. That just if you can find one thing that's in common between those two players, I'll go ahead and defend Tammy.
I don't even think it's about correlating. I think if he signed a new contract, people would just want him to go out on loan. I don't think anyone wants him to stay for the season.
No.
Well, hey, this loan thing, fuck it, man.
You shouldn't want him
But
to
then-
sign a contract. When you talk about these dead wood that we need to get out of the club, if he signs a contract, that's what he's going to be.
Yeah, he's the leader of them, man. Yeah.
also, Lewis,
No, but-
check out the link in the chat. Is Didier Drogba at Marseille?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that one when I finish the stream.
Yeah,
I
you better,
appreciate
Lewis. You had the
giving that
fucking.
to me anyway. I
You
wanna
had
see
the
that.
howler, bro. You had the howler, Lewis. Come on, man.
No, man, I stand what I said. I stand by what I said. He developed way more at Chelsea.
Whoa,
Mourinho developed him and got him to that
No,
level.
Werner
Yeah,
was
I'll watch
but
it.
Lewis,
I'll
Lewis,
watch
Lewis,
it. If I'm
yeah.
wrong, I'm gonna come on here and say I was wrong.
Lewis, yeah. Look, this Tammy has plastic fork for legs, bro. That's what he is. He literally can't move. He's weak.
Bro,
He's
why would you want
unstable.
Tammy
He's
as
not
a
Chelsea
squad
quality,
player?
man.
Bro, Werner has better hold up play as a lone striker.
Yeah,
And people
with
say
like
that-
6 inches.
And people
left
say that he can play there. And people say that he can play there. So it says a lot about Tammy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to stay on the bench, does he? He doesn't want to stay on the bench. Why would
Like he
he want to
said,
stay
he
on
has,
the bench?
he has ambition too, right? Like he wants
Exactly.
to get on with his career as well. It's not just Chelsea want him out the door. I'm sure he wants to leave as well. You know, he's thinking the exact same way. Like, listen,
His ambitions are just cooling it on a yacht, just having fun with the boys, bro. The man is not a footballer. The man has no.
nah, man, the man's asking for six figures, man. He has ambition.
That's all. That's.
I mean, to be fair, we have Barkley and Bakayoko and Drinkwater all on 6 figures a week too.
Oh,
so-
And they didn't earn it. That is not.
Yeah, they
Blue
won
lights
a
do not
league.
make a
They
wrong.
won a league, and then they went on the who was the first one you said?
That's also why Rudiger's asking for near 200k a week.
They both hold on. Them two people first won the league, and then they got those contracts.
Hey, Lewis, where do you get that Rudiger is asking for 300k?
Bakayoko,
Not 300, 200, near 200.
Bakayoko won League On, and then
It's not that bad.
contract. Drinkwater won the.
No, but I mean that as well. Like, we got bare people trying to get contracts.
Loftus-Cheek is on 150, bro.
Bro, Tammy Abraham
Nah.
is for 6 figures.
Yes,
Nah.
he is confirmed by Matt
Nah.
Law years ago. So,
Ooh.
hey.
Mad.
Bro,
I told
Ruben's on
I told you,
150.
bro. I told you this club
That's
is run like
why-
a Make-A-Wish organization, man. All these broken players getting like so much
That's
money,
probably one
doing
of the
nothing,
reasons
man.
why
Just sitting there making money and being useless.
we gave him
Hey,
150 with a Achilles injury. Oh my God, we
Yeah.
are such a charity club. So cute people
Hey,
in the board.
Listen,
I'll
I
tell you
get the
that much.
slander. I get the slander, but you do know there's a chance that he stays, yeah? He started in the preseason game, and Tuchel might get him into the squad. I know after we all
Tammy?
slander him that we might have to support
No,
him.
Ruben.
Hold on. Do you think there's people out here supporting Marcus Alonso still?
Maybe.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
his
they're-
biggest. I'm his biggest fan. I'm his biggest
Why do you
fan.
think it's just gonna change because he's staying in the
Whoa.
team for a
Whoa.
year longer? Like, what? I don't get this. Like this.
Oh, what is that?
I
That's
would
It's an old fax machine. It's an old
Hey,
fax.
that's Kai, man.
stay away from the speaker.
Whose mic is that? Goodness me. Like, I'll put that on mute.
Don't worry,
Fuck.
don't worry.
Tammy had
Hang
enough
on,
of his blunders.
I'm
Shut
not,
down the
I'm not saying that
vacuum.
I'm not saying that because he's going to be in the team that he's going to change, but I'm saying that he might be in positions where we'll have to back him because he's probably given a chance. He probably makes the team. He stays in the team and he probably plays.
You know what I'm gonna do? Every time he's given that chance, I'm gonna be cheering for Broja to come on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
No,
sorry, but you can't convince me that to defend this guy anymore. I've tried time and time again. He's failed me.
What if Tammy
You
proves
gotta
me
chill,
wrong?
man. Like, I don't
It
rate
is
Tammy as
considered
well, but
insane for me to support this guy again. It is considered insane. I have done it
Lewis.
way too many times to go back and do it again. I'm
If
sorry.
he,
what
if
I'm
he
trying to
proves
say
me
is I
wrong,
agree
I
everything
will
that's
donate
in here.
$500 to you right then and there.
Oh, $500.
Bet.
Wow.
Hey, look, I've agreed
That's
with
a verbal
everything. I
contract.
agree with everything
It's a
here.
verbal
What I'm
contract.
saying is the situation might be that you might that Tammy jumps on, and now are you gonna during a game are you gonna wish for his misfortune, or try get him hopefully he scores or something? You know what I'm saying? That after all this stand,
I'm gonna wish that he's so shit that by halftime he's subbed off.
Oh no! Come on, Dag.
Come on, Dag. You gotta back your players.
Yeah, hey, see, that's where it comes back to who do you support, the
First off,
team
let's be honest. Hold
or the
on.
player?
Real quick. First off, let's be honest. Tuchel does not rate him. So, like, the amount that Tuchel rates him, right? That he will not be playing in any game that is considered even the slightest bit of importance.
Yeah, FA Cup first.
So if he's playing, he's going to be playing against some bumfuck team from nowhere in the third round of the whatchamacallit of the Carabao Cup. He's not going to be playing anything good.
Brother, we played Mason Mount as a forward son against Tottenham. That's how much Tuchel rates Tammy, man. Like
I agree.
It's
I agree.
that's
I'm just saying,
zero chance that he gets a look in. Zero.
You guys, I do want to say, you want to be careful what you say, because if Tammy Abraham stays and he balls out next season, your necks are all on the line.
I owe you $500.
It is.
I owe you $500 if that happens.
Or if Tammy even goes away and balls out, your necks are still on the line.
I don't give a shit.
Where? At a
it's
mid-table
not
team.
even that, Lewis.
At a
He doesn't have to ball out.
What if he takes them from a mid-table team?
I beg that Tammy watches this and wants to hit Jim. I beg, because maybe he'll do good for his own career. But right now, he's not impressing nobody. But there's a reason why he's still at our club, because nobody wants to buy him.
Five different clubs are invested in him right now.
I don't know about
Arsenal, Man United, West Ham, Aston Villa, Leicester City. They've all inquired interest.
I have bad news for you. Yeah? With his body type, good luck building muscles, man. Good luck to him, man.
Hey, man, we all watch Captain America. It might happen.
You see him as an ectomorph.
He's way too much of an ectomorph, man. No way he's gonna build muscle unless he start using steroids and get banned. There's no way he's gonna build muscle, man. It's gonna be very, very difficult for him.
That's a very fair point. But to be honest, I swear, what was it? I don't know the. Wait, what was that?
To be fair, but he's Nigerian.
Didn't build much muscle.
I mean, he could have hoped, man. He's Nigerian. You never know, man.
I don't know how possible it is, but I've heard of people being able to change their body types.
Yeah, look at Torres.
Depending on diet plan or the sort of exercise they're doing.
There's a very special magical needle for that, bro.
Without steroids.
You can, but it's very, 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 very hard, man.
He's too old. The human body as a male stops developing at the age of 21. So he's too old to fully change his body type. The only thing he's gonna be able to do is gain weight.
25.
I think that's the brain. That's the brain.
25.
Yeah.
But the man is too, like, he's done for, man. I'm sorry. Chat, keep going, bro. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. The man is shit. He's shit.
He got 2 years.
In all honesty, he can get bigger. I know what he is now. It's up to him if he wants to get bigger. But he does skate around. Even if he got bigger, I don't think he'll be used to it. But Tammy's only 23.
Good point. It's a good point.
It's just,
even when you get big, it's still getting used to your body type, right? Like if you get big,
his
it doesn't
body
necessarily
type
mean you're
is
going to be strong. You know, you have to get used to using your body that way.
He's too tall to build mass like at his age.
Real, like let's move on, man. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
Fabrizio's just saying that Parky's staying at Inter. We already know that. I'm still waiting to hear on some Koundé news.
Fabrizio says nothing.
I'm still waiting for some Koundé news. Like I've just been here listening to the stream the whole time.
Lewis, actually, ex West Ham, whatever the fuck his name is, said French flag, whatever, and that he's gonna sign. And Fabrizio liked it or whatever. He said like top job or whatever. I don't know if it's Zouma. It's about Zouma, but
no, it's Areola.
But that's
Areola.
Is it?
Yeah, but that's so vague.
Signed online.
It's so vague. I need something concrete. Like right now, I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, he needs to be signed.
You know what you're gonna get, Lewis.
What?
Lewis.
You know
what if he takes
get.
Christensen's part of the
I'll tell
team,
you the
man? What are you
same
gonna do, bro?
I think Christensen's up for the battle, but Christensen's already filling in Thiago Silva's
Hey,
spot.
but by the way, if Kounde comes in, he's not He doesn't have doesn't have superstar status, and he walks straight into our defense like Thiago Silva did. He has to work his way up. That's what I'm saying.
I think he will.
I
think he
rate
will
him,
be,
but he has to work his way up. He has to work his way up like everybody else.
I agree.
Yeah, he
I don't know if he. I don't know if he just
Christensen,
like that so
Aspi,
easily.
Rudiger. You could have
You don't get
Koundé,
into that defense
Silva,
that easy.
Rudiger. There's
A
plenty of options.
record-setting defense. You don't get into that easy for real.
Defensively, like we are so solid if we get Kounde and get rid of Zouma. So I don't even mind. Whatever back three we play is going to be a solid back three. Christensen, Rudiger, Silva, Kounde, Azpilicueta, maybe Reece James. They're all solid options. They're amazing options for us. So I'm not going to... I don't really care too much. Like,
I don't know about amazing.
I need more respect. And now we're putting him in debates with the likes of Ruben Diaz. Like, I'm happy. I don't need to push the Christensen prop anymore. We got runners doing that for us now. We're chill. But yeah, regards to that, like, I'm fine with whatever defensive options we have for the season.
Hey,
anyone say Marina out is a clown for real? Who's still saying Marina out at this point?
And it hopefully means that
they're clowns. All of them are clowns.
And it hopefully means that Malang Sarr is leaving, man. Because I don't rate that guy at all.
Why
How
did
you going on loan? He's built for the loan army.
Yeah.
He looks like Zouma.
He didn't play a lot at Porto, so
he's loan army for life. That guy, I think, man. Now.
Loan army for life, man.
I think if we get
until we traffic him to another team, man, for a fee.
Yeah.
He's stuck with us, man.
No, seriously, why do we sign this kid if we're not gonna actually try to give him a chance?
Money
Loan
on it.
Loan, remember, he was free. He was free. We didn't even pay anything for him. He's free. So we've already made a profit on him by his loan last year. So
that guy's made the biggest mistake of his career. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man, he's gonna update his passport. That's all.
He's not or anything like that. It's just he's going to the loan army. He ain't going to break into the squad right now.
No, not if we sign. Definitely if we sign Koundé, he's definitely going out alone.
Another club
might even go even if we do sign. If we don't sign, Sarr.
Oh, hell yeah, he's going out on loan. He's not staying. He's not staying. He's not staying.
Kounde updates in the next few minutes. Here we go.
Finally.
He got the best loan spell at Porto, so they're going to want to make it.
He looked like a very good, difficult deal. That's all he was saying at Fabrizio, man.
I can see it happening. That's what he's going to say. I can see it happening. Chelsea like him.
Chelsea are pushing. They're pushing for his feet. Thomas Tuchel loves that player.
yeah.
He's progressing, but we'll have to wait and see. That's what they'll say.
Brilliant, great update.
he's gonna be like, Kounde's favorite pasta is panini. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good.
The problem is, reporters don't stick their necks out anymore, and it's just so frustrating. Considering we only signed a goalkeeper.
Bro, but they don't know. They don't know much.
Well, to be honest, man.
But you guys know that you can make 10 right predictions. As soon as you make one, that's it. You lose your credibility.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Matt Law is still on holiday, bro. Matt Law is still on holiday, and I don't like that guy. He's a Villa fan and a snake, man. But he's by far the most reliable Chelsea journalist. Like,
nah, man. He
I don't know, man.
At training, he likes talking about that shit.
Yeah, he likes it, but for transfer news, he was always reliable. Let's just say that.
Can I just say, all those in the chat, and you're free to say this, stop talking rubbish about our players. No, as a supporter, we reserve the right to criticise our own players, and we want what's best for our club. We're not sitting here with blinkers on saying every Chelsea player is great, and we're going to back every single Chelsea player. As soon as they cross that white line, I will back every single Chelsea player that plays in that team. Okay, but I reserve the right to want my club to be better, and my club has been bought and winning Champions League and leagues. And Tammy Abraham, unfortunately for him, he is not at the level of a Chelsea player. I wish him well when he leaves. I wish him well when he leaves, but you know, I reserve the right to do that, and you have the right to back the players, but don't ever tell one of us what we can and can't do, because I'm never going to tell you not to back any Chelsea player. So I reserve the right
criticize,
to do that.
But don't
criticize
hate.
it. Yeah, criticize and don't hate. I know we've had banter and it might sound like hate, but I don't hate Tammy Abraham. He scored some very important goals in Frank's first season. I will admit that, but he's not at the level. And if you guys also say you want to back Tuchel, look what Tuchel did at the end of last season. He didn't want Tammy in the squad.
Unwanted, man.
He's not wanted by Tuchel. And if you're backing Tuchel, then you should back Tuchel that he doesn't want Tammy in the squad. That's what you should back him.
Yeah, it wasn't even anything personal. It was just the fact that he doesn't rate him. Like,
I
can't lie. There has been a lot of hate thrown on Tammy's name.
But Lewis, you know me, man. I slander my dad. I slander my mom. I slander my girl. So I will slander Tammy Abraham too, man. I don't give a fuck, man. He's a shit football player and he belongs nowhere near Chelsea. Maybe he could go to West Ham and play with Rice because they're such good friends, man.
I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize for speaking the truth. So comments, go ahead and run it up. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Go ahead.
End of the day, our hearts. Sorry, bro. End of the day, everyone's heart is in the same place. You know, we all want Chelsea to win, right? So it's all emotional. We're either going to sound hateful. Everything is emotional. What our team does. So that's why we got extreme opinions that might sound like hate or love. But that's how you're always going to have this discussion. It's probably healthy to have it rather than telling someone to shut up and support. You got to criticize it.
Yeah, here's a good example of that. Reece James' first game against Brighton, we immediately went on he's better than Trent. Tammy's first 3 games, he's better than Rashford, et cetera, et cetera. So when it comes down to reality, you got to just let the reality sink in when it comes to your players. And Reece James is good enough, Mason Mount is good enough, Tammy isn't. That's the bottom line. And as long as Tammy is playing for my football club, I'm going to either slander respectfully and disrespectfully, or I'm going to just be like, he doesn't deserve to be here. That's just how it is for me.
I just don't think he works within the philosophy of the squad right now. Like under Frank, he was banging goals for us. So it's just we've changed the way we want to play right now. And he doesn't fit that mold.
Again,
about him being a terrible striker.
The thing is, even Frank does trust him.
He would still get goals in the system.
He'll bang goals. If he goes to West Ham or he goes to Arsenal, he'll bang goals. Trust me on that.
Even in our system now, he'll still get goals, but it's just
bang. He taps.
No, he would, because the amount of no. Let's be honest. The amount of P-rollers that slide across the 6-yard box that no one on the pitch is able to get onto. You know damn well that's where Tammy's going to be residing.
Yeah. Worldwide Health is saying Sevilla don't want Zouma.
I don't know, but he would get chances in this team. But the problem is the physicality of what we need and just the play type, the prototype of the player that we need right now. It is the exact opposite of Tammy Abraham. That's the only problem. He just doesn't fit what we need. That's why he's got to go, because he just isn't what we need.
You got to go. No, you got to go because you can't stop a ball, man. You got to go, man.
It wasn't just Tammy, it was Drew that couldn't get in the team.
Because he's not good enough for Chelsea. Let's just leave it simple as that. He's not good enough for us. It's not good enough for us.
Yeah.
We as much as we slandered him, we've taken the mick out of him and everything like that, and for me, it's not coming from hatred.
Oh my God!
What?
I'm sorry. Is it these comments, man?
He should have ate his rice and chicken and his carpet.
The man is still not going to touch the pitch. I'm saying he will still have the opportunity to get goals if he was on the pitch. But the man is not touching the pitch ever again. Don't think I'm switching up my stance, but that's not happening.
Yeah, Worldwide Chelsea has just tweeted saying Sevilla don't want cut Zouma despite Fabrizio's report.
Lewis, do you believe him?
Yeah, because they have.
I mean, some of the stuff he's been saying this window's been pretty spot on, to be fair.
No, because they have Diego Carlos, who was that big.
Why is this guy doing build up, bruv? He spent the last half an hour just saying in a few minutes I'll talk about Koundé.
It's making you wait. That's why
Lewis,
it's good.
It's foreplay, bro. It's foreplay.
Yeah,
you can't just go straight to it, man. You have to foreplay a little bit.
It's teasing, and he knows.
Yeah, but sometimes I've had enough of foreplay. I want a quickie.
Chelsea have a very important people called Jules Koundé.
It's not always slow and everything. Sometimes just and get to it. Long.
Not the Italians. They love foreplay, bro. Talking from experience, yeah. There you go, man.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, like Sadiq hasn't really. Has he been off on anything he said this window? Because I haven't seen anything.
Many things.
It's just been the Haaland stuff hasn't happened yet.
So if they don't want Zouma, they're gonna take Emerson then.
Nah, I was thinking they just wanted cash in general.
Bro, we don't know what they want. Listen, let's wait and see.
Because
with
you also have to
Fabrizio.
remember they're getting rid of a ball-playing centre back for Kurt Zouma. Like he ain't a ball-playing centre back.
Yeah, but hey,
It's a
listen,
cheap replacement though.
he might do good in Spain, man. We don't know. He might dominate that league.
Ain't Spain a much more technical league though?
Yeah, it
He's
is.
Not
gonna
much.
bully everyone there.
Not much. I wouldn't say much, man. You're giving
But
La
that
Liga too
still
much
sounds like
credit.
it's
But
better.
Someone tell him they have anime in Spain too, bro. Not just in England, man. So he moves.
All right, Haaland, nothing.
Nothing.
Spanish Netflix.
Koundé is still nothing.
No, Kounde is still on, isn't it? It's still on.
Yeah, but that it's still early stage. It's not advanced or what, something like that.
You know what it was? It's because on Tuesday the stories get coming out like nearly every hour. Like, so people are like going, why isn't now it still at this speed? But it just doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, a couple of people said the deal should be done in about 48 hours.
Well, I thought maybe
yesterday.
by Friday, Saturday at the latest.
Yeah.
It might not be that. It might be not till next week.
Yep.
It just might be that.
Reckon till next week.
But what? I'm just. Listen, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not in the know. I have no links to anything. All I'm just saying is that because of the progression on Tuesday of the story, and now what's coming out today, it might be that. Or like Jester said, how old is this news that they're reporting to us? Do you know what I mean? How old is it? Is it 2 days old? And then suddenly tomorrow morning, Koundé signs. Do you remember when we signed Pedro? How quick that deal was?
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
It was like all and done in a day, or all and done in a few hours. It was like that he was going. Remember, he was going to Man United, and then one morning it breaks. We're in for him. We've agreed a deal, and he signed like I don't know if it was that day or just a couple of days later. That's how fast these things can happen sometimes. It's just you know. I just think they're trying to include their player in this. They're not going to pay cash straight up for him.
Then the thing is, yeah, like a couple of days ago they say it includes Zouma. A couple of days ago said it include holding cash and that. So
yeah, I was praying it was Alonso. And that was going that the player. I just wanted him out. Seeing him with that captain's armband the other day.
yeah, but it's kind of weird how we didn't know shit about Koundé till Fabrizio broke it, and now all the journalists are experts.
Yeah.
So I don't believe all of a sudden West Ham are interested in Zouma, just like that.
Yeah.
There's something fishy about the timing, and that's why I'm not worried like
for
that.
20
And,
million, for 20 million
and when
as
it's
well.
Sky Sports, bro, Sky Sports are a big name, big company, but they actually shit with rumors, man.
Yeah, but also
I've seen so much
20
shit.
million. They were selling for 20 million.
Fucking hell. Get to the Koundé news.
They still have not
Sky
said
Sports
anything
have a
yet?
betting
They're
agent.
talking about Vlahovic to Spurs now.
They do.
Oh my god.
Didn't he say it's still on or something?
Oh wait, West Ham signed Areola.
Yeah, we've been saying that. He signed him on loan for a year. Signed him on loan.
Mad.
Done that. Got rid of
Yeah, that's
Kepa.
all they can afford, these fuckers.
Could have loaned out.
Did we sign anybody this window, man? Did we sign anybody?
Yeah, the third goalkeeper.
Bettinelli,
Oh,
superstar.
God. This club, man.
There's still a month, man. Plenty of time.
No worries.
Do you think our board is sadist? That's what I think they are, man.
What? Like they like to see us in pain.
They like to
The
see us
worst
in
of
pain.
businessmen.
We go to the highest of winning Champions League, and then the transfer window takes us.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. They love seeing Johnny beg Helen to sign, man, every day. They're like, it's lovely. Keep doing it, Johnny.
Yeah, it's a 1 year loan deal. They didn't even buy him. It's another loan deal. We could have done that. Got Kepa and sent him on loan somewhere.
Fucking hell, this guy's just waffling about everything. I'm gonna take this off for a few minutes. What other stuff? What other news was there from today? Big up Artem saying Fab just said the Koundé deal is still on. Yeah, but he said he was going to drop more updates, and I still haven't heard it yet. There was that bullshit Rob Holding quote. Did you guys see that? He was saying about how there's a mutual respect between us and Arsenal. You must be out of your damn mind.
I don't. No, we don't. We don't
He's
respect
boiling, man. Don't take him seriously, man.
Where was the quote? I think I've got on here. Yeah, that was it.
Look at that haircut.
Competitive rival for
Fucking
us.
disgrace.
Chelsea are a competitive rival for us. We don't aspire to be them, and I don't think they aspire to be us. You're damn fucking right. I think there's
Damn right
mutual
they
respect
aspire to be
between
you.
us in a recent history with FA Cup finals and playing each other in big games. What big games other than these FA Cup finals? They just keep getting fucked over.
Bro,
But
does he know we
let's
just
see.
won?
Europa League final.
Does he know we just won the Champions League, man? Fuck your FA
They,
Cups, man.
they
Shut
don't
up
watch
your
the
ass, bro.
Champions League. Come on, man.
They don't know what it is, man. They don't know what it is.
Also, the
They aren't
stupidest
even in
part.
Europe no more. But they're saying we aspire to be like them. Aspire where?
Nah.
Aspire what?
The stupidest
What
part.
aspirations from Arsenal would we want to have it otherwise?
Arsenal are still virgins when it comes to the Champions League, man. Let's not listen to them, these fucking idiots, man.
Bro,
The
they're not even
stupidest part
virgin.
about that quote is the
They're
fact
not
that
even
he said,
virgin. They haven't even hit puberty yet, man.
Has Rob
That
Holding
club
even
is
played
dead.
in the Champions League?
Yes, man.
No, I don't believe he has.
He doesn't. He
He's
hasn't
mad.
even heard the anthem, man. He doesn't even know what the anthem sounds like. That's how bad it is, bro.
Yeah, fuck all that. All we have is
Lewis-
that and the Romelu Lukaku news that he
But
rejected
Lewis,
the
those
return clause.
quotes are obviously before they signed Ben White, because obviously signing Ben White means that Rob Holding's not going to play a lot this year, so he's going to be riding the bench, man. Those comments were before that.
No, you're going to see him on loan to fucking Brentford or some shit for the season.
Watford
He's
or
going to get the
something
Callum Chambers treatment.
No, he's going to sign for
Lewis,
Watford.
he's starting
That
the
means he
Koundé
just has to
news.
go across the road to training. That's
What?
He's starting the Koundé news.
Oh, finally. Let's go.
Actually, now he said, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a
Well,
minute,
He's gonna call.
In the coming minutes, I am done. I
Bro, he's
can't.
gonna act like he's gonna call somebody. Act like he calls somebody to get fresh news.
Yeah. And then he runs an ad.
What did he say?
Said he's going to talk about. He said give him minutes on the Koundé news. I've given him 30. How much more does he need, bruv?
Another
We're
30.
nearly going through a whole first half.
Hey, I can't lie. Lewis is usually composed, man, but you're losing composure, man. Relax, my friend.
Tired.
On more positive news, you guys heard the
You could have
Havertz
just
chant yet?
started with the Koundé news.
On more positive note, have you heard the Havertz chant yet? It's one of the best chants I think we've made in years.
I haven't heard it chanted yet. That's the only difference. I thought someone would have recorded it in Bournemouth.
Is it better than Bakayoko? Is it better than
Oh, it's
Bakayoko?
better.
John?
It's better in
That's
my
very
opinion.
good.
It's way better.
FO.
Is it? Are you sure? Because Bakayoko, that's the best part of signing him, is that chant.
I know, but this song, it's like, okay, you want me to actually sing it real quick?
Go on, show it, man. X Factor. Come on, let's go.
I hate singing so much.
Just do
Ooh,
the tune.
baby, do you know what that's worth? Kai Havertz is the best on earth. The silky German is what we need. He won Chelsea the Champions League.
Bleeding blue. That is worse than the Man City Shark song, bro.
Yeah.
That is worse than the Man City
just
Shark
that he-
song.
just
No,
that he
that's a
did-
decent shot.
Just that he did it, he's got balls to it.
Oh
He's
my
got balls to
God,
it.
man.
Yeah, I gotta respect that as well. Big up
He's got
yourself,
balls
bro.
to it.
All right,
God,
respect.
fuck you, man. Fuck
Big
you.
up.
Here we go. Here we go. Finally.
That's whatever recorded now, Bleeding Blue. You know that, right? That's whatever.
I know. And you know what? I put my voice out there and Kai, go fuck yourself.
Yes!
Oh, he's talking about it. He's talking about it.
Yeah, he's talking about it now.
Oh, man.
Talks are ongoing.
The talks are going.
Oh,
They want more than 35 as part of the deal. You know that.
They want 45 plus Zouma? Nah, fuck that, man.
That's
I mean, I know Zouma is not the best, player, but hey, he watches anime,
Oh,
that's a
fair
plus.
enough, Jamie.
Kai, that's a violation, bro.
Take him
45, 50 million euros plus Zuma. I thought it was going to
That's too much.
too much.
That's gonna be like 70 something if he's worth 30 now, man.
No, but this is 45 million euros. In pounds, that could be about 35, 40.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense then.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But they want Zuma as part of the deal then. That's cool.
Marina's like, man, here it's just gonna start counting pennies, man, when she pays them. It's gonna be a long window, bro.
Agreement on personal terms, waiting on agreement for the two clubs. We'll see if Zouma's been included or not.
They want
No
Christ-
chance for Marquinhos. Man, no chance.
Lewis, they want Christensen.
Hmm?
They want Christensen as part of the deal, man. They don't want.
Bullshit.
Imagine if they did. They were like, "Oh, you want Christensen at 20 million?"
I'd be like, "Aye, cool. We don't need. We don't need."
I wouldn't do
Koundé
that
then."
to you then. Wouldn't do that to you then. I'm sorry.
And Marquinhos is staying. All right, cool. No chance. Knew that one anyway.
Why can't we give them 30 million plus Zouma plus Abraham?
Because they have a good striker there, I think. His some Moroccan guy, and Siri. So, yeah, Tammy would sit on the bench there.
Right. So was that it?
It's a bench in Sevilla, man.
Yeah, that was
Man, you could have just tweeted that.
Yeah, that was it.
No, but that doesn't get him Twitch views, bro.
He tweeted it. He tweeted.
So he just waited to say it. I can't be bothered.
So we had to wait.
Yes, we paid him bids, Lewis.
For about 50 minutes now.
Yeah, that's.
Why
genius.
did he say no
That's
chance for
genius of him.
Marquinhos? Like, how is that?
But that's genius of him. That's how they all do it. They'll go, "Oh, we've got this coming up later," and you hang on and you hang on. It's just genius, you know. Don't blame it.
Fabrizio tweeted, Kounde agreed personal terms to Chelsea 2 days ago. He's buzzing to join Chelsea or CFC.
It's just the price. Listen, it's about they want 45 between 50 million euros.
Yeah,
You're probably
I
gonna pay
think
something
this
like
will get done.
38 to 42
Bro,
million.
You told me he gave us no update whatsoever.
Exactly.
Let me
That's what he
calculate.
always does, though.
He always does it, but it's genius because everyone. It's like everyone complains, but you still hung on to listen to what he's going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
genius. It's genius branded. It truly is.
But you know,
I think we are going to pay 35 million euros and Zouma, personally.
Yeah, I think we're going to pay between 38 and 40.
Right. Well, I'm off the stream
Pounds.
now. Can't be bothered.
you know what makes it worse for me actually? When I watch him too, it makes it even worse. He keeps touching his face every time he makes a call.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm too observative, but sounds like a lies to me. I guess to make up stuff on the spot.
Right. So
It's smart,
we-
though.
Yeah, it's smart.
Right, so all we know from that is that 45 million euros to 50 million euros plus Zouma should be enough to see this deal through. So it's only a difference of about 10 to 50 million euros.
Yeah.
That's the only real difference. Okay, so like it's in progress, but it's in a good position, very stable position. Just
If
about
it's,
2 weeks from now,
true.
we'll give it a chance
a
to
bit
play.
more off the deal or not.
if that's true, that means it's pretty much done deal. That means you're just gonna find that sweet spot, and then they agree.
Yeah, so
Compromise,
done.
I think they will compromise on 38 million euros.
I think it'll be 40.
exactly.
40.
Before we get most,
40 million euros are 40 million euros are 34
Yeah, plus
million
Zouma,
pounds.
plus Zouma, 30 minutes, like 60. It's like a 65 million pound deal, all in all.
Yeah.
Which is what which is what they want. And someone asked why we're doing player swaps in the chat. It's because we're finding it hard to sell all these players, like outright.
Yeah.
And we need to move some of these players quick. So we've tried to do it, and Sevilla have gone, okay, they're okay with Zouma.
Yeah.
It's literally just the money. It's the money part. It's
Also,
just
Zuma wants to go.
and Zouma now,
Yeah, it's-
after hearing this, probably wants to leave. He's got no problem with leaving.
Yeah, it's not only that,
Zouma-
Andrew, it's just that no one's selling as well. Like for
Yeah,
football,
exactly.
Crazy.
our players are worth a lot more because no one wants to sell. It's hard to replace, and Zuma stocks are at the highest at the
It's the
moment too.
prices we put on our players. No one's matching those prices, so that's why we're finding it hard to shift some players.
They'll be like,
Or-
They'll be like, hey, you want 30 million for Alonso? Can't even run or drive, man. Nah, fuck that.
oh,
Oh my god.
fuck.
Hey
We're
guys,
not
I'm gonna
paying
head out.
30
Okay,
million.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
Let's
bro.
go.
See ya, bro.
What a chant that was. Big up that guy for the chanting.
Yeah.
I actually can't wait to hear that in the away
I
end.
can't, yeah, full flow.
Because that's how I can judge whether it's a good chance or
Wait,
not.
are you
How
guys
free-
serious or are you just bigging him up to be nice?
No, I
don't
like the
understand.
chant, man.
No, I like the chant.
I like the
And
chant.
like that's not his chant. That was being chanted at the Bournemouth game.
Oh, okay.
That's like genuinely the new Kai Havertz, John.
The away fans will sing it louder. They always do. Like that. It'll be best like that.
The home crowd will be a bit.
They're too hung up on the burgers, man, on the pies, man. No time to scream, man.
No, it's always quieter, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, but they'll have energy. They would have had a bit of the before games too. So that will be good.
First game of the season. I think the first game of the season is Palace. It might be the loudest ever heard Stamford Bridge for a long time.
Well, Palace were having Brent.
Obviously.
We should
I
smash
swear,
it.
the same old home game and home Premier League game atmosphere. I'm going to be vexed.
Yeah. It's like it's loud for the first 10 minutes and then dead.
Trust me, and then just get outsung by the Palace fans.
Exactly. It's always.
But then again, Arsenal away's next, so I know we'll be louder there. Those lot don't even know the definition of noise.
Away fans are always the best fans. They're just louder. In every club, they're just louder.
They've been louder, but that's also been a bit of the problem with the ticket price and everything. But that's us going into a different topic. Match-going fans getting fucked over every year as per usual. Is there any other transfer news, or am I just going to end the stream?
No,
we don't have any transfer news unless you want to make them up, Lewis. You know, and do a WWC. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
we were going to say WWE. Big up Sadiq, anyways.
Big up Sadiq. Big up Sadiq.
The only other one that we had was that Romelu Lukaku wants to stay at Inter Milan, and he is a
I'm not really fussed about this Lukaku deal, man.
I believe him, man.
Yeah,
I believe Milan was a nice city, man. Milan was a nice city.
Yeah, maybe next year, but we should already have Erling Haaland sorted by then, so it won't be a problem for us anymore. It is what it is. Lukaku might officially be off the cards. It's pain, but we move. If we get Erling Haaland, we're here. I don't give a fuck.
It's all right, Lewis.
Lewis, would you be happy with Ings, by the way? I never asked you this. Would you be happy with Ings?
What was it? Haaland and Ings. I'm happy.
No. Only Ings, and he comes in injured. Like one of his knees.
But then it's like,
Who gets over Tammy, huh?
First training session.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny?
Hopefully
you know what's funny though? Even injured, like back from injury, Ings is still better goal scorer than Tammy, man.
Knew it. I knew that was coming. I absolutely knew that.
We can stay on for another hour bashing Tammy.
Oh, I hope Tammy don't watch these streams. Tammy, if you do, I actually like you. I think you're a decent guy.
Tammy, if you watch this, please leave and go to Arsenal. I can't stand you. You're a shitty player. And you run like Slender Man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tammy, if you're watching this, you need some cornbread, some rice with chicken. We need a lot of carbohydrates, man, cause your legs are that small, man.
Chicken, man. He needs a whole lamb. Chicken's not gonna work, bro.
Big spit.
Right.
You need to eat, man. You have money.
Oh my goodness, right. I'm going to end the stream here. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Who are we going to leave you with a photo with? Fuck it. Just for the sake of it. We're going to leave you with Tammy's greatest moments in a Chelsea shirt. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care. And as always, up the Chelsea.